Today we're back on the infuriating Choosing Beggars subreddit and it's going to be so fun. And also, once again, I've got a compilation at the end of this episode. I don't have much time today, so I won't be able to do a full episode before the compilation, but I'm going to read as much as I possibly can. Enjoy, guys. I'm seeking a babysitter to come into my home ongoing basis Monday through to Friday, 6 a.m. to 7 p.m. Must be a churchgoer, conservative, female only, over 21, non-smoker, non-drinker, pass a drug test, pass a criminal background check, and have 3 references. Must be a high school graduate and prefer that you're in or went to college for elementary education. You'll be caring for a 6-month-old, 2-year-old, 3-year-old, and 5-year-old, all boys. Paying $75 per week, non-negotiable. And there's a comment that says that's like $1 an hour. Yeah, what? Nobody's gonna do this. What are you talking about? And they expect them to be in college as well? Yeah, like the top comment says, in college. I love it. How is someone in college gonna work 13-hour days during the week? This one's a legit choosing beggar, and they're gonna keep on begging because I don't believe for a second that anyone wants this. Yeah, but you gotta pass a drug test and a criminal background check and have all of these bloody prerequisites for an underpaid babysitting job? Yeah, no chance. The next one is some dining chairs. Hi, is this still available? Thanks. Hi there. Yeah, they're available. I'm located in this area if you're interested in taking a look. That's about an hour away from me. Done. Okay, I can pay you $45, half, since it'd take a lot of my time to drive there. Yeah, that's not how that works. I'm pretty firm on the price. They were about $2.30 originally. You can find them on Wayfair currently for that price. Yeah, I understand that, but I'd end up spending about $20 in gas and 2 hours of my time to drive there and back. So you need to compensate me. No, they don't. By that same logic, why should they lose money because you live an hour away? That means I'll be taking a loss because of where you're located. I have people in the area interested who don't need to drive far, so I'm going to sell it to them. Okay, but I am interested in buying this deal and don't have any control over the area I live in. Understand? It's business. If you had to ship this somewhere that took 2 hours, you'd have to deduct that from the cost that you made. That's not how a business works. They charge you shipping or they raise the price and give you free shipping. I have to drive that time and mileage and I shouldn't have to do that for free. I've got somebody close to me who's interested in buying them, so I'll be marking them as sold. Thank you. They contacted you after me. I was in the line first. Again, it's business. No, it isn't. Would you be willing instead to pay for favor or ship it to deliver this to me and deduct the cost from what I owe you? If you want to pay for one of those services to pick it up and deliver them to you, I can do that. Otherwise, I'll be selling this to a local person. Why should I spend extra money to deliver them here when you're the person who is so far from me? But with the same logic, you're the person that's a long way away from the other person. I'm not selling them, you are. They're coming from you to me, so I shouldn't have to pay for shipping. At this point, I don't even know what they're talking about. If you ship something from a post office, the seller pays for the item at the origin city, not the buyer. Otherwise, you can't ship it. Has to be paid for by the shipper and seller. Oh, this is so annoying. Companies aren't losing money shipping stuff to you. This comment, see, you're far from them. It's not that they're far from you. They're located where they're supposed to be, at the exact center of the universe. The Big Bang actually happened in their living room, so it's your fault because that's totally how distance works. Maybe if you were smart and you live closer to them, you wouldn't have to deduct any money from the sale. Yeah, what are they on about? It's so annoying when somebody is so obviously wrong, but they don't realize it. The next one says, these two have been living in an overpriced hotel for 6 years by grifting off family. The family has finally put a halt on payments. Orange needs her $30 ground beef or she's gonna die. This is so-and-so. And they just told me that we're out of ground beef. I cannot survive without my ground beef. This is an emergency for me. Please send a donation for groceries for me or I won't make it. I cannot live without my ground beef. I have to have it and my body's already shutting down. I'm freaking out knowing that we only have half a hamburger. I'm in torture. I just can't believe so-and-so and me are having to sit here and suffer. I'm just so overwhelmed. I need God to put a stop to me and so-and-so's torture. It's making me mad. To their mum and grandma, please send me $30 so I can survive. I need $30 for ground beef or I'll literally die. It's that bad. And it says here, a small group of my friends and I have been following these crazy people online for years. They've been staying in a hotel outside LA, which is about $700 a week. And that's not including food. I'm so happy that their family have finally stopped giving them money. Orange has constantly said said that God demands people to care for her or she'll die. Her head'll fall off. Everything hurts and they're dying, etc. Red has family in Canada who will take them in, but Orange refuses to leave because her adult children who have no contact live in the area. It's wild. Yeah, it sounds like it. And why do they only need ground beef? So yeah, they spend their time posting wild stuff on Facebook. I'm confused and frustrated. Let's be honest, we're not rich. We don't live in a mansion. Our babe won't be stationary for much longer, and he's getting very good about demanding what he wants with those eyebrows of his. We love to dress cute. My house isn't clean 24/7. I have 2 dogs, one obsessed with the bunny under our shed and one obsessed with being a frass. And if you want to be friends when I'm not working and maybe help with the dishes or folding a basket of laundry, then you might be the perfect fit. Starting date is flexible, 10 hours a week. Pay depends, but I'm not looking to hire a full-time nanny, so I'm not looking to pay full-time prices. Sorry, ladies. If I wanted to spend $175 a week for 10 hours, I'd send him to a center and have the ability to send him full-time. So this would be a better position for someone who isn't looking to pay a mortgage with this gig, but I do pay in cash, so that's usually a plus if you know what I mean. Our son is currently 6 months old. We're looking for somebody reliable, patient, and willing to sit on the floor and let him copy all the faces that you make. Take him outside to play with the grass, or soon to be snow. We love Montessori learning. We don't want him watching the TV. He doesn't need to know who the Kardashians are just yet. Doesn't judge our something's always happening household. Isn't offended by swear words and doesn't mind whisper yelling at the dogs for barking at the mail lady just trying to leave another Amazon package at the door. Please comment if you're interested in helping me, mum. The cutest little blue-eyed baby, or if you have a little one the same age and want to be mum friends. Yeah, no thanks. So they didn't say how much they were gonna pay. They just said it'll be less than $175 a week for 10 hours a week, so $17.50 an hour. But that's not what they're gonna pay. They're saying it's gonna be a lot less than that. Yeah, good luck. The next one is called Would You Like Anything to Eat? My wife and I were walking to an appointment the other day and saw a homeless guy sitting outside a supermarket. He was asking people for change but wasn't getting much of a response. A lady who was heading into the supermarket asked if she could get him something to eat. She suggested a sandwich, a croissant, or drink, etc. He suggested a pack of 20 cigarettes and gave a few brands that he liked. The lady refused and carried on into the shop, thankfully. Yeah, buddy, that's not food. Sorry, but just that conversation is so funny. Like, hey, would you like something to eat? Yeah, I'd love something to eat. Can I please get a 20 pack of cigarettes? And I'm sorry guys, but that's all the time I've got for today. But don't worry, a compilation is gonna play now. Got super busy today for some reason, but I've got a really fun episode planned for tomorrow. So yeah guys, enjoy the compilation and I'll see you tomorrow. Wanting a wedding photographer for virtually free? Yeah, that's not how that works. I need 3 to 5+ years experience only. I'm looking for a wedding photographer that will not take me for a ride. I only need you for 2 hours during my niece's wedding. I'm paying $25 an hour for 2 hours, $50 total, and you get free catered food and 1 free drink. Okay, so you're not usually the one who decides what you're gonna pay. Surely the photographer is gonna tell you how much it's gonna cost. If your photos are to my standards, I'll tip you an additional $25 after reviewing your final edits. Yes, this will include your editing too. No paying you $500 for 2 hours of your time for a hobby, not a skill. Oh my god, the audacity. You don't think photography is a skill? Are you out of your mind? Inflation is out of control. Wedding is in October. You will be dressed appropriately and timely. Message me for more details. Oh yeah, because a photographer's gonna want to do this. Nobody's gonna message them. What do you mean? And the audacity to say that photography isn't a skill. I'm not sure where these people are, but $500 is really on the low end. And they're saying they're gonna pay $25 an hour. And then they're saying, oh, no, paying you $500 for 2 hours. I was curious about this, and it says here that the average cost of a wedding photographer in Australia anyway averages $3,152. Like that, of course, is for the entire day. And this person only does want 2 hours. But yeah, $25 an hour is not in the ballpark. And yeah, good luck finding a photographer because you're gonna need it. Oh, the fun of owning a game store. Hey, my name is so-and-so. My PlayStation 5 HDMI port is broken. How much would it cost to fix it? We've received your message and we appreciate you reaching out. Okay. It'll be $175 cash. Bring it tomorrow and we can have it done in 2 days or less. No, I can only pay $20. Well, the repair costs $175. So in other places, they'll do it for $50. Why are you trying to scam me? Then why wouldn't you get them to do it for $50? The drive $5 is too far. If I buy the parts for you, will you do it for me cheaper? I don't know what to tell you, and no, I stock OEM parts. I don't mess with cheap knockoffs. How much does one cost? Can I buy it from you and do it myself? The repair is $175, and sure, you could do the repair yourself. $1,300 for the HDMI microscope, $450 for the micro soldering iron, $20 in consumable supplies, and 30 plus years worth of experience. I just wanted to buy the HDMI port from you, not all that. Quit trying to get smart. Well, that's what it takes to perform the repair. I have an iMac. Can we do a trade for service? We don't sell parts because the vast majority of people don't know how to install parts properly. And no, I don't want an Apple device to trade for the repair, but you could sell it and use the funds to pay for the repair. But I watched a YouTube video and it showed me, so can I just buy the part or what? We also take games, consoles, and arcade machine boards and cabinets on trade. You could always trade in that sort of stuff to go towards the repair. What if I give you 2 PS5 controllers? They go for $80, so that should be enough to pay for it. PlayStation 5 controllers trade in for about $40. Since we sell them for $60, how much would my Nintendo Switch OLED get in credits? We'd have to see it in person along with everything else you wanted to bring in. However, if it's in fully working order and in great cosmetic shape, then you'd be looking at about $230 in credit. Be sure to bring your ID when you bring this stuff in so we can verify that you're 18. It works, and I just want to trade in the screen and the charger, not the Joy-Cons. And it does have a few scratches. We'd have to see it to judge the condition. Yeah, but usually, how much would you give for it in decent condition? I just told you. Oh wait, no Joy-Cons? Yeah, it'll be less. So how much? Especially without a dock. Okay, how much? I need to see the system to give an accurate price. Oh, never mind. I'll find someone else to try to fix my PlayStation 5 for $50. Okay. Yeah, I don't think they're too upset about this. On my girlfriend's first pieces that she's selling, and then this happens. Hey, I saw that cute beach painting you had. Is this still available? And if so, are you willing to negotiate at all on the price? I think $35 is a little expensive. I feel like we don't even need to see the painting to know that that isn't too expensive. Hello? I can see that you read the post. Can you please respond? Yeah, it's still available, and the last price I can do is $30. I was typing, sorry. That's still too expensive. How about $15? It would be half. Also, can I have free shipping by any chance? No, definitely not. That's too low. Like I said, $30 is the last price. Also, you cut my original price down to less than half of what it was, and then you want me to give you free shipping as well? And they react with an angry emoji. I'm not sure why you're being rude. I only asked questions. Yeah, they're definitely not being rude. My sister makes art as well, so I really don't need it, but I just wanted it as a gift. Okay, fine. If this sweetens the deal, I can include your art in my sister's story. It would boost your business. We have a deal. I see that you read my messages, so let me know. Fine, $20, last price. Shipping I pay and I give you clout. It'll be worth it, trust me. We can even be partners. You probably are broke. I'll tell my sister to tell her fan base to negatively review you and dislike. Oh my god, how dare you? What, you think people are just gonna randomly do this when the person hasn't done anything? And also, if you tried to convince people that this person was doing something wrong, and then they were like, oh, okay, so what did they do? What did they say? If you showed them this, they would be like, you're the issue here. The person who made the art didn't do anything wrong, and this person here is the one who's been super rude. Like, how do you have the audacity to be this rude to somebody, and then to get angry at them and say that they're being rude? Nah. Another choosing beggar that my girlfriend is getting. Wait, so this is the same person? Facebook attracts weird people. Hey, I saw your Facebook post about the dog painting. I left you a message on Marketplace, but I guess you didn't see it, so I decided to message you here on Instagram. Is this still available? Yep, it's still available. Great. So are you willing to lower the price to $40? No, sorry, the listing price said that I won't negotiate for this painting. It took me quite a bit of hours to make it as realistic as it could be, so $50 is the only price I'm willing to sell it for, unfortunately. No, you don't seem to understand that I can tell you're new in this whole art scene, so let me teach you some things, sweetie. Oh my god. This one might be worse. Okay, so first of all, the customer is always correct. Not in this situation, they're not. Yeah, the customer's always correct, but that doesn't mean they get to set their own price. Second of all, negotiations are how you sell the piece. There's no such thing as no negotiations. There would be so many artists out there that do not negotiate. Like, this is so ridiculous. And third of all, you realize how ununique you are. There are millions of other artists who can sell me paintings while being better than you. Wow, how awful. This is so much worse. Fourth of all, always research your customers, biatch. Because you can tell, I do have quite a bit of influence, and to be honest, I was gonna do you a favor by buying from you, but guess what? You missed out, huh? If you want, I'll still let you sell to me, but for $30 now for all this time that you made me waste. Yeah, tell the millions of artists what you just told me, and I'm sure they won't sell to you with that snotty attitude. I'm not even sure why you're acting like this. I said $50 was the last price. You did not have to contact me if you wanted to negotiate. I literally said that in my post. And how did you even get my Instagram? Bye, dear. I guarantee you won't sell to anyone with these harsh demands. Harsh demands of charging a price? Oh my god, that one was so infuriating. Who do you think you are? Oh my god. Nobody has the right to say this sort of stuff to somebody else. So entitled and like the biggest ego in existence. Nah, that was so bad. I'm honestly kind of shocked. I would be in disbelief if I was this person. Choosing beggar, $65, but you live in Asia. That can go for weeks. Anyway, give me a discount and my friends will buy from you. Okay, now this is too cute. Thank you. How much is your charge? For a painting like this, probably $65. Where do you sell from? Singapore? Not America? Then why so much money? Haha, you can survive $65 for a month in Asia. Huh? Have you ever been to Singapore? It's a joke, calm down. Actually, my animal died. Here was a cat from the street that I rescue. Can you make me art? No. I'll pay you. If you're a good human, it'll benefit your soul and God will bless you. I've always wanted it. A good painter to make me. Paint me. Doesn't poor people also deserve it? Sorry, deserve? Give me a good discount. I'll share to my friends. They love to buy painting. You make for me and you will get 10 customers from me to buy you. What is the profit, you think? Do you feed the poor people? Yeah, like the top comment says, isn't Singapore like literally the most expensive place to live? Yeah, and also like this comment says, really bad negotiating from the start. Piss off the person who you want to get something from, while pretty much stating that you're definitely not going to make it worth their time within 4 messages. There's been some choosy beggars who've done it in less, but still, chef's kiss. Yeah, right from the start, that one was bad. I'm looking for a Monday to Friday babysitter in my home for a 7-year-old homeschooler. This is not something that would work for you if you're the main earner in your household. This would be for someone who's looking for a fun fund. 7 a.m. to 4 p.m. mid-August to mid-May. $400 a month. $102.50 a week. Paid for the month on the 15th. We'll give a calendar of the year schedule half days. Days not needed. Occasional 3 or 4 day weekends and holiday breaks. Set monthly salary, paid off holidays, paid holiday breaks and no weekends. Private message me for more info if interested. Must be able to pass a background check and a drug test, and also has to be okay with cameras. Oh my god. 7 a.m. to 4 p.m. Monday to Friday for $100 a week? Nah. Like $2.20 an hour or something? Yeah, definitely not. 30 plus banana boxes. Hi, I'm interested in every box you have. Could you deliver to so-and-so? Happy to pay for delivery. Hi, I'm actually in so-and-so. I don't drive, unfortunately. I hope your boxes don't sell. Oh my god, what? I'm not selling, they're free. And then they tell them to shut the hell up. What? What do you mean? No. And they send a photo of them flipping them off. Wrong way up, love. So they send another picture. Was that difficult? Oh my god, so angry for no reason. Like, why are you so upset about this? I hope your boxes never sell, you scoundrel. Why? So unnecessary. Full-time nanny. Hello everyone. I'm looking for a loving, honest, caring, smart nanny to help me in my home with my 2 baby girls ages 3 and 4. I work in the medical field, so I work a lot of hours and I'm not able to be home majority of the day, and my husband travels for work. I'm just looking for the right nanny who's not all about getting a paycheck every week. I will not hire someone who only wants the money. I need someone who is honestly going to help me and care for my children. Okay, I kind of know what they mean. A little bit. But also, surely this is a red flag. Pay is $70 a week for the first 2 months. The pay will move up if I decide to keep you. Oh, the audacity. Must be okay working in a home with cameras and surveillance. Must also pass a background check and fingerprinting, meal prep and activities. That's unbelievable. What? Like, they so obviously don't think very much of nannies and stuff. Like, they're pretty much talking down to them in this. Like, oh, it's not like you work in the medical field, so I can just pay you $70 a week. The absolute audacity. And yeah, I feel like that's a really good place to read something that's not horrifying. Definitely wholesome memes time, guys. When you're getting your pizza and you don't want the cat to escape out the door. Oh my god, that's so cute. And it's so funny how much it actually looks like that's what's happening. Hold on a second, I need to get my pizza. With these ginormous forearms. A beloved cat fired from his job at a local public library. The beloved cat will keep his job at the local library after international backlash. The world came together and they were like, no, kitty cat needs a job. The guy next to me on the train was watching The Office, so naturally I not so subtly watched along. He noticed me watching with him and turned on the subtitles. I hope he knows that I would die for him, to be honest. That's so cute. What a legend. Everybody watching The Office on the train. Would you take $5 grand? $5 grand what? You're offering $5,000? Yes, please. You're asking me to sell you a car that I've listed for $30,000 to give the car to you 25 grand less than the asking price? For $5 grand, I'll let you sit on the car for 10 minutes. Yeah, they didn't respond, so I feel like they realized that they weren't gonna get this. Like, what? Come on. I know it's 30 grand and I'm asking you to take 25 grand off. That's reasonable, right? Hi, I got my order and I noticed a lipstick that I didn't order. Thank you for contacting us. A customer service representative will be with you momentarily. Hello. Hi there. I checked your order and it looks like the lipstick you received was a free gift. Oh, what's the bet they complain about it? We hope you love it. Thank you so much for your support. Actually, I don't like this color. I tried it on and I love the formula, but not the color. Can you send me a different one to try? Oh my god, why? So you can be ungrateful with that as well? Yeah, we're so glad to hear that you love the formula, but unfortunately, we can't exchange, replace, or credit a complimentary item unless they've been damaged or is defective. Okay then, just refund me for the lipstick. I'm sorry, I don't understand. The lipstick was a free gift. Well, it says it's $16 on site, so just refund me the $16. What? Unfortunately, we can only refund the amount paid at the time of the purchase. Since it was a free gift, you didn't have to pay anything for it. Wow, okay, I see you're just another scammer. Is this a joke? I guess I'll just have to go through PayPal and do a claim. Yeah, and that won't do anything. Are you serious? By the way, lose the attitude and learn customer service. Yeah, I genuinely don't feel like we've read something more entitled than this. What an absolute joke. They're complaining about getting free lipstick, and not just that, they want to get the money that the lipstick is worth when they didn't even pay for it. That's on a whole new level of entitlement. Hi, anyone able to find me an unused tablet, iPad, Apple, Samsung, Huawei that's, you know, lying around and don't use? Please, I would happily take it off your hands, please. I have a Panadol tablet lying around that I haven't used. It's out of the blister pack. Is that okay? Tablet, Apple, Samsung, Huawei? No. I know I literally just read this, but I didn't realize they said unused. So yeah, you want a brand new tablet, like an iPad or a Samsung or a Huawei? Hey guys, do you have any brand new iPads? I'd happily take it off your hands. Yeah, I'm sure you would, like bloody anybody. I know you have a brand new beautiful iPad that you could definitely sell for like $1,000, but come on, give it to me. I'd be happy to take it off your hands. Like having an unused tablet is like a burden or something. Thank you for releasing me from the burden of having this iPad. Can I get a sweet, beautiful young lady to help pay my child support? I'm tired. I'm not showing this to start any arguments. Just something motivational to fellas who have kids. Just be mindful. Some people are bitter. Some just do it out of spite, or they can't move on from a situation. If it wasn't for the child support, I don't think I'll have so much hustle and ambition in my mind. I'm doing great. I take care of them, plus pay this BS. So if I'm a deadbeat, that's cool. At least I'm a paid, hard-working deadbeat that gets things done. And then they show these child support payments. Hello, beautiful young women. Could you pay my child support? Probably not. Local wedding supply shop offers free fountain drinks for patrons. This upsets Larry. Oh, 1 star. They have a billboard that says free soda while you wait. Am I going to be waiting so long I'm going to get thirsty? Oh, the billboard advertising free soda while I wait tells me I will indeed be waiting so long that I'm gonna get thirsty. The billboard can be seen from the highway, alerting anyone who wants to do business here. Be advised, you will be waiting. What's with people complaining about getting stuff for free? Like, how could you turn getting free drinks into something bad? Or finding a way to complain about it? It's a free. A cup of water water at Starbucks is literally free. Just wait in the damn line like everybody else. 1 star. I went to get a cup of water. I asked the guy that works there if I could please get a cup of water. He told me I had to line up to get a cup of water for a cup of water. They weren't even busy. If they were busy, I would have somewhat understood. But this is something that could have taken him a minute to give me, but instead I had to wait in there for like 10. So they weren't busy, but you had to wait in line for 10 minutes. Yeah, something's not adding up here. I've posted before for a car, but I have yet to find one that attracts me. Is anyone selling a car 4,000 or under? Not over. Honestly, no leather interior, just something cute for a first car. And not a long little one since I'm spending my money. I am a little picky. Somebody posts like a ride-on battery car. Yeah, just because you want a car under 4 grand doesn't mean there's gonna be one that you like, especially if you're super picky. The whole car market's not gonna be like, oh, okay, this person wants a nice car for 4 grand. I better lower my price. Like, yeah, maybe you might have to not be so picky for this first car. Hi, I'm looking to get some cookies made for my daughter's first birthday. I would like to not spend a stupid amount of money on them. I'm a young mum and I want to make my little girl's day as special as she is. I love supporting small businesses and I'll post on all of my social platforms and recommend your business to people I know. If we like you and the cookies, we'd be looking for 40 to 50 cookies. I've attached some photos of designs I'm looking for below. Please comment your business names and I'll be in touch. Thank you. Wow. Oh yeah, I love supporting small businesses. I don't like paying for their stuff though. And also where they said that they'll recommend their business if we like you and the cookies. That's not how that works. Like, oh yeah, I'm gonna go to the trouble of making these cookies for free in the hope that they might like me enough to post about it. But no, not actually pay for them. Yeah, like the top comment says, she loves supporting small businesses, just not by paying fair prices for their products. I may need somewhere to stay this week. I'm not giving details, it's no one's business. Well, okay, I have 2 kids that come with me, and I have no car, but I can arrange transportation. Just a couple of nights until I get this stuff sorted out. I've got no money and no job to help, just asking for someone's graciousness, thank you. Yeah, I do smoke 420, I'm not ashamed. So yeah, I do need somewhere that will allow me to still do my medicine. Angels, where you at? The top comment, just a couple of nights equals basically forever. Yeah, hopefully not. A friend of mine is a tattoo artist. They randomly got this messaging call from someone who found them on Facebook, saying if they're worthy. Show me tattoo work you've done. I'll be honest, I don't usually pay for tattoos, friends and all, but I got an important piece I want, so I'm seeing what everyone brings to the table. Missed video call. You think that's how a tattoo works? Oh my god, what? And what do you mean you don't usually pay for tattoos? Are they good tattoos or what? But what, this tattoo artist needs to prove to you that they're worthy of you paying for them? Are you bloody serious? Like, oh no, some random person that already doesn't want to pay for my work is not gonna get a tattoo from me? Oh no. Instead of just scrolling past these mirrors on Facebook Marketplace, girl complains about the price of 2 extremely reasonably priced mirrors. Also mad that she'd have to pick it up. Says it'll cost her 40 in gas to pick it up. She lives in the same town that the mirror's being sold. And what, they're not even interested in these? 2 different mirrors I'm moving and I don't need them. $20 each, pick up in so-and-so. So yeah, 2 different mirrors for $20. Not an expensive mirror. $20 for a mirror? And I have to pick it up? Fine, but I want the pictures and the necklaces since they're in the picture. How isn't that a reasonable price? What? Well, if you add the price I'll spend in gas, the final total will be $79.53. Where the hell are you driving from? Yeah, and that's not how that works. It costs me money in petrol to drive and get groceries and stuff. Doesn't mean the supermarket gives it to me any cheaper. Like, what sort of attitude is this? Especially if they're not even interested, and double especially when they're not even expensive. Like, yeah, $20, that's not even a bad price. Surely, right? It's cheaper at the closed store across the street. For context, I'm a shift supervisor for a retail drugstore chain. Our store's open 24 hours. Across the street from us is a big box store, BBS. This happened at 10 p.m. at night. OTC equals over-the-counter pain medication. Choosing beggar. Where's the OTC? Me. Right here. Hands over OTC on the shelf. Choosing beggar. $15? That's expensive. It's $10 at BBS. Me. Then go to BBS. Choosing beggar. They're closed. Me. Then go in the morning. Choosing beggar. They open at 8. I have to leave for a flight at 6. Me. Vincey. I don't know what to tell ya. Choosing Beggar, why can't you sell it to me for 10? We're open, they're closed. This is our price and that's their price. Choosing Beggar, I'm not paying $15 for something I can get for 10. If I'm in pain tomorrow, I'm coming after you. I just walked away. Yeah, what? Yeah, like the top comment says, if they're in pain tomorrow, they'll end up paying $15 for a pack half the size at the airport. And yeah, also, it's not something that you can get for $10 at the moment because the other place is shut. Yeah, I think that's enough Choosing Beggars for today. 60 years later, my great-grandmother tried on her wedding dress and it still fits perfectly. Oh, oh my god, this is so much better. That's really, really wholesome. I heard my husband whispering to our daughter about ordering something on Amazon for her, and then I came home from the grocery today to this. Oh, a couple of bananas. Oh my god, bananas in pajamas? I forgot that show existed. Sorry, my brain just shut down. I just saw myself in the mirror naked and I look like hell. How about a nice compliment to lift my spirits? So this is like an "Are the straights okay" meme or something, but they've changed it. You've given me 50 years of happiness. You'll always be the most beautiful woman in the world to me. Yeah, I'm so happy that they changed this. If only the original said this and like every other terrible boomer Facebook meme ever. They can be so gross, as we know. I've never seen more proud parents. Aww. They're so happy. I love animals so much. We don't deserve them. They're too beautiful. A magazine asked me to write for them, and this was their response when I asked about pay. We discovered your profile and would like to invite you to write an article about art on our magazine. That's our site. Kind regards. Okay, I understand. What would the compensation be? We have quite famous people from Hollywood and other places, and they never ask for any. How famous are you? You must be very important to be requesting such compensation. Please tell us more about yourself. Sorry, I don't have the spare time to work for free. Okay, good luck charging to make a post, man. What do you mean? Yeah, like the top comment says, wow, so professional of them. Yeah, the bloody audacity. And yeah, what the other person said is so fair enough as well. Like, yeah, sorry, I don't have the time to do this, especially for free. That's so fair enough. No, I'm not gonna pay you. I've got very famous Hollywood people. Hey, this is so-and-so's friend. He said that you did art commissions. I do have commissions open, yeah. Did so-and-so give you my number or something? Yepperoni. Do you draw not suitable for work? I sometimes do. No gore, no vor, no incest, no you know what, things like that. If you give me an idea of what you want, then I can see if I'm comfortable drawing it. Sure thing. 2 gay wolf furries, one of them wearing nipple clamps and the other wearing a neon pink thong. Any fur pattern and color is okay. I'm a furry myself and my boyfriend wanted me to have something commissioned for us. Yeah, I might be able to draw something like that, but it might not be as great because I've never drawn anthropomorphic things before. My starting price is $80 for digital. I could send you a rough sketch of something in a few days to see if my style is what you want, and then you can pay me $40 and then the other $40 after it's complete. Thank you for giving me artistic insight for the characters. It could be a fun piece to work on. $80? No, too high. It takes time to do these things and make them look good. I wouldn't be able to lower it, I'm sorry. Could you just send me a sketch anyway for free? I could take it to another artist that does free work and she can draw it for me, please. That means I'm still putting in work, and no, I won't be able to do that. Oh wow, you're so cold. That's so much money. I'm a college student. Can you please give me the sketch for free, please? Yeah, so am I. Tough luck. Have a nice day. I'm declining any further requests from you. Oh, F off. Wow, telling them to F off? Now listen, I know I'm the person who's pestering you about doing art for me for free, but I think you should F off. Here we go again. My name is so-and-so. Relationship status, back on the market unfortunately. Age 21. Age preference 21 and close to 21 too please. Location so-and-so. Hobbies. Look, at this point, gambling has become a hobby. What I want in a man, genuine, kind, caring, willing to share money because I was forced into a tight spot financially. Oh, okay. Oh, hey, I lost my money gambling. Can you please get in a relationship with me and give me your money? Like, is this not just a gambling addiction? Like, I'm assuming that being forced into a tight spot financially is related to the gambling. I hope not, but it probably is. My baby daddy got promoted, so I appealed for more child support. He ordered a DNA test and my son failed. He put the results in my mailbox. I forgave myself for cheating, but he's being petty. What a sentence. Oh my god. He's been my son's dad for 8 years. Why ghost my child child now? How to fix it? Yeah, like this comment says, my son failed. I can't get past this statement. The lack of responsibility this person has, that she puts her faults on her son's failure. I can't wrap my head around this. Yeah, like my son failed. Why couldn't he have just passed and been his son? Like, what did they fail? Like, come on, try a little harder, son, to be this person's actual biological son. Like, I know what they mean, but the way they said it is so funny and ridiculous. But yeah, all of this is ridiculous. These kids will be staying with so-and-so for a while so I can look for childcare in my apartment from 7:30 a.m. to 5:30 p.m. Monday to Friday, $250 a week. Like what, $5 an hour? My apartment, because there'll be security cameras to ensure my children's safety. 1, 2, and 4-year-old, but the 4-year-old starts school in August and will be gone until 4-ish, so it's mostly the 1 and 2-year-old and eventually newborn. I am not looking for a temporary babysitter. I'm not looking for someone to do this for a month and then quit. I'm looking for stability for my children and for my sanity. If that's not you, do not comment, please. Again, there will be cameras. If you aren't comfortable with that, do not comment. And you want this for $250 a week? No, you're not gonna get that. And also $5 an hour to look after 3 children that are under 5? Yeah, that's not enough money. A free piano? Is there any way I can get this? And is there a way that you can find someone to bring it over to my house? Please, thank you. Yeah, you can have it, lol, but no way am I moving it again. That thing's about £400. And they send 2 audio messages and they say this: if you're gonna be disrespectful, nobody's gonna want to get things from you. You need to stop being disrespectful. You're being disrespectful, and I can report you on Facebook for being disrespectful because you don't talk like that. You don't be rude like that. Your customers aren't gonna pick up things from you that you have for free. Then you need to be more respectful, because I'm definitely reporting you on Facebook. And I reported you, by the way, because you weren't very nice. Have a nice day. Bye. What the hell? You're being disrespectful. You think I'd move a piano or find someone to move it to you for free? Are you mental? Okay, lady, you can get out of here and maybe try not to be the main character in life. Okay, and yeah, nothing's gonna happen because I didn't break any policies. Secondly, you're not my customer because I'm not a business and it was free. Yeah, they're not realizing that it's free. I can't believe you would be so disrespectful not to deliver a piano to me. A piano that I'm not even paying you for. That's not even a little bit disrespectful. Thinking that somebody's gonna deliver a free piano to you, and even though you're getting it for free, you feel like they need to deliver it. That's disrespectful. Kara and I are going out on the lake. Who wants to join us? Just bring your boat and a cooler full of Coca-Cola. I got the sandwiches. Oh, and pick up a pizza for Kara on your way to get us. Thanks. Yeah, I'm gonna assume that they're joking, because that's a little bit too much not to be joking, isn't it? Like, hey, let's go out on the lake. You bring your boat and also bring the lake and some pizza. Gotta be joking, right? My neighbor asked me to save my eggshells for his garden. I left a dozen of them on his doorstep this morning, and this is his response. Thank you for the eggshells. Just please rinse them out next time. By the way, I won't need any more for a month. Yeah, like this comment says, this is all about the order of operations. If your neighbor had asked, if you eat eggs regularly, would you mind rinsing the shells real quick and saving them for me? Like once a month? There would be nothing annoying about it. It's the fact that they asked you one thing, and then after you did the thing, they asked for another thing on top of it while assuming that you continue to do the first. Yeah, 1000%. You need to be clear and direct about what you want, and not just assume that they're gonna do something. And yeah, that's right. If they said it like that, it would have been completely fine. But now it just comes off super annoying. Posting anonymously because of some embarrassing personal info. I'm seeking a phenomenal weight loss nutritionist holistic doctor who goes way above and beyond for their patient. I've been to quite a few people in these genres, and I get the basics like eat whole foods, strength train, drink lots of water, take 20 supplements per day, etc. I'm a difficult patient. I need extremely personalized program. I hate exercise and taking vitamins, and I feel like I never have time to cook to eat right. Yeah, okay, but what are you expecting from this person then? They can't do it for you. I need a person to take time with me to really get to the bottom of my lethargy, headaches, lack of motivation, lack of consistency, nausea after eating, and gut bloat. Not a doctor who's gonna send me home with some info I can get off TikTok. I'm trying to find a unicorn who can take HSA cards since we live paycheck to paycheck. I will DM, thank you. The title says, I want to lose weight, but I don't want to work for it or or change anything. Also, I can't pay. Yeah, that's pretty much what's going on, isn't it? And yeah, in that case, what do they really expect? An Xbox One X console? I'll pay $60 if you can deliver. So you'll pay me half the price and I also have to deliver? Send me the address. How can I refuse? Yeah, they're saying it like they're giving you a good deal or something. Like, yeah, I'll pay $60 if you can deliver. Do you realize that that's bad for this person? Obviously not. I need a male roommate, preferably attractive, that would pay all of the rent. I've got 3 children, so it'd have to be at least a 4-bedroom house in the so-and-so area with no pets or smoking and drinking issues. Wow, they want a preferably attractive man that's going to be a roommate to live with them and their children and pay all of their rent. Oh yeah, what an awesome deal. This comment. Also, I would prefer this roommate just to leave their brand new vehicle. Must be an SUV 2022 or newer for the kids in the driveway with a full tank of gas or a gas card, but I will accept cash. Yeah, good luck with that. I like the style, but I can't photograph myself. Hello? If you want to make money, don't become an artist, because real people don't spend money on art, especially during a crisis. Wow, what do you mean? You should be using your skills to make a difference in someone's life right now, not trying to put money in your own wallet. I made pottery for 4 years and no one ever felt sorry for me, and pottery's actually useful. Seriously, it should be a crime to try and make money from something like this during a national emergency. Yeah, this comment. Anything to justify asking for free things. I swear they convince themselves that this is true so they can sleep at night while expecting free things, making the other person the bad guy. Yeah, I think that's 100% what it is. Like how a nice guy convinces themselves that they're nice and they choose to be blind to all the awful stuff that they say. Yeah, that's so bad. Swimming. Anyone else find it super unfair that people have private swimming pools and they won't share? No. I don't think people should be allowed to have their own closed off heated pools in gorgeous backyards while the rest of us are stuck with nothing. I don't trust the beaches because the water won't be getting tested. It breaks my heart seeing my little ones upset because they can't go swimming, when all it would take is a few changes to the rules and we can go visit anyone's backyard pool instead of the algae beaches. I mean, I understand liability, but come on. Let me and my kids enjoy your pool and I'll watch my kids as they swim. During a pandemic, this is about giving to those who don't have what you have. Anonymous. They literally just want to go swimming. And because somebody else has a swimming pool, they have what they want and they're upset about it. Yeah, like the top comment says, how dare people have entire refrigerators, freezers and cupboards full of food? And what, I'm not entitled to just walk in and snack on at will? Yeah, I think that's enough choosing beggars for today. Enough annoying stuff for today. Fun fact, my cat and I are both blind, so we accidentally run into each other sometimes. But because I'm much louder than he is, when we get close to each other, he chirps to warn me that he's there. Thank you for sharing. This is beautiful solidarity. Yeah, like the top comment says, I like to think that the cat just meows, hey, watch where you're going. I imagine it more like, oi, I'm here, careful. That's so beautiful. Like, yeah, watch out, here I am. This morning I had a seizure outdoors and I fell down. One of the raccoons that live in my yard ran over and started nudging me until I sat up. She was whimpering. I let her know that I was okay and she left after I made it inside the house. Animals are so kind. Now, if this actually happened, that's so beautiful, because I'm definitely a little bit skeptical that it actually did happen. But if it did, that's so cute. Goodbye, my friend. And they hug each other. Oh, come on. You call that a hug? Wow, that's so cute. We haven't read a Wah Wah Wee Wah comic in so long. That's so beautiful and it feels good to read one again. My daughter's father has a new girlfriend and a new job. He's doing really well. He always gives me money. He even helps me with my other kids who aren't his. But since his new girlfriend came into the picture, he still gives me money and takes his daughter every weekend. But he brings the girlfriend. I don't like her and I told him to break up with her. He won't, so now he's going on child support. What's a reasonable amount to ask the court? I'm a stay-at-home mum and I'd like to stay a stay-at-home mum. Also, my current boyfriend is a stay-at-home dad and we need the support since we're not working. Wow, what? Yeah, like this comment says, turns out me and my partner would also like to stay home as well. Anyone want to pay our rent for nothing in return? Yeah, what do you mean? Like, did they add that bit at the end there for context? Or are they genuinely saying that they should also support their stay-at-home boyfriend? Surely not, right? I was just in an Uber pool with a couple going to their wedding and they had the audacity to be mad at me for joining the pool, even though they chose chose Uber pool on their wedding day. Wait a second, what? So they were Ubering to their own wedding and they chose the Uber where you get in with other people and they're upset because you're there? Yeah, hey couple, I don't know if you realize this, but this is completely your fault. Somebody on Facebook was selling $10 shelves. Sorry, I held it for a week. I had to buy it today. Hello, I just got out of the hospital. My brother tried to take his life. Oh no. Since the funeral, everyone has been so depressed. I was finally starting to feel better and then this happened. I thank you for holding it for me. You are such a kind-hearted person. I appreciate you. Well, I promise to pick it up tomorrow if your availability is open. I say I'd go now, but it's too late. Your kindness really helped me through this rough time. Let me know what time we can meet. I just pray that nothing goes wrong because I would just break. You made me keep going on. Thank you. I know what I will put in those shelves and make a little shrine of memories. Oh, I'm sorry dear. In my last message I meant they've sold. You don't have them anymore? Ah, are you serious? You're joking. I held them for a week. That's a long time to hold something. I'm sorry that this is so upsetting. I swear I'm so sad, mad and depressed. I can't believe you. We had a verbal agreement. Oh my god. I take everything back I said. You knew I was going through a hard patch. You're a horrible person. You're such a waste of teeth, hair and eyes. So cold-hearted, stupid. Can't you understand never tacky? So mean, horrible and disrespectful. Yeah, but not really though. How are they mean, horrible and disrespectful for this? And also, did they know this in the first message and they were just trying to guilt trip him? Like, yeah, they didn't do anything wrong and this is such an overreaction. That's an understatement. I would dump a guy if he got me a nasty cheap Pandora ring for my engagement. A guy should spend 20% of his yearly salary on a ring. Don't you agree, girls? Yeah, like this comment says, someone wants a wedding and not a marriage. Yeah, like goes to show what your priorities are. Like what, you really think that's what matters? And also 20%? What? I need a lawyer who's gonna work for no money down until one, at least for my first case or two. I got a large list of individuals, schools, police departments, corporations, etc. I'm going to be suing a ton of people this year. Anyone? The people who laugh are most likely in my list of people to sue. I'm still looking for a lawyer. I need to do a ton of lawsuits. I need to sue a police department, a restaurant, 3 big tech corporations, a college, a car dealer, an insurance company, 2 banks, multiple fraud charity organizations, many individuals, an amusement park, large fraud corporations, a car manufacturer. I also need to put together many class action lawsuits. I might seem like a sue happy, but I'm not. People do wrong things to me a lot. Who knows lawyers? Oh my god, and they're not joking? Like, yeah, I'm just gonna sue the police department and some banks, and a whole bloody list of other people. I'll just sue everybody. That's so interesting. We've never read something like this. Assistant editing job, no pay. That's not something that you do for free. You need to pay people to do this. I'm searching for an assistant editor to help me edit videos for several YouTube channels. I need someone that is compassionate about video editing and is willing to organize and sift through hundreds of hours of footage. What, for free? No way. I will train you if needed and also offer a free subscription to Adobe Creative Cloud. All of this work will be done without pay. However, if we can produce content faster, potentially in the future we can start to make profit from YouTube. Most of the content I'm editing right now is for Rust and CSGO. I'm open to any game or other video projects, but these are the ones currently in production. If you're interested or want to know any more information, send me a message on Discord. Like, yeah, it'd be super nice if somebody edited all your videos for no pay, but that's not how it works. You need to pay people for stuff like this, and the fact that they think they don't is a huge red flag. Facebook cat tree. I don't know if this is appropriate as it's kind of a reverse choosing beggar. A lady posted a really worn out cat tree to Facebook Marketplace, like really worn out, shredded to bits with fabric completely missing in a lot of places. It was posted to pick up for free. The foundation of it was still good, however. You could tell that it was made from good wood from the bare patches showing, and it was close by. My significant other is very handy and remodels homes professionally. The idea was we'd get it just for the structure, he'd strip it, we'd deep clean it, and then he'd reupholster it. I messaged the seller and I said I could pick it up this afternoon. She responded with, "Great, I'm asking 70. I said, "Oh, I thought it was free. It's listed for free." She said, "I paid 200 for it. I need something for it, maybe maybe 50. And I said, I'm not comfortable paying for something that would need that much work. In that case, I'll buy a new one. Thanks anyway. And then messages me, okay, $10, but you have to come get it now. I don't know why, but I almost felt bad. So I agreed to do the $10 and I told her I could swing by when I got out of work in a few hours. She then said, I already put it on the curb for free. If it's there, you can have it for $10. If not, too bad. I said, I'll text you when I get out to see if it's still there. She said, no, I'm not going to wait by the phone. If it's there, come knock on the door and pay me. If not, oh well. I said, this is seeming like a lot of hassle to pay for something that you're apparently willing to part with for free anyway. I'm no longer interested, sorry. She started blowing me up. Come get it now. Someone else wants it for 50, but you can have it for 10. I messaged again to say that I'm not interested. She told me to go and you know what myself and unsent all of her messages. What the hell? Yeah, you know what? I think this was probably for the best. That sounds like it could have been an awful situation. But yeah, it sounds like it was worth staying away from. I'm feeling ashamed. So-and-so and I stopped and ate at this restaurant, and when we asked them if they give a military discount, they told him yes, and when she brought my debit card back, she told so-and-so that she only gives him the military discount, not his spouse. So when we got up to the counter to pay, he asked the woman who owned the place, and she asked him why was something wrong, that she could help him, and he told her he wanted to talk to him about the military discount, and she told him no, that they only give it to one. So he asked her again. She owned the place, and she told him a Chinese man. He said, well, does he have a name or a number that he could call? She told him no. He told her that, well, we would not be back, and she told him that was fine and that was okay. I think that people like that who come to America and run a business of such and tell the American veterans that it's okay, it's fine, don't come back for a whole 10% discount, they don't deserve the privilege of owning or operating a business in our wonderful country. That those are the disrespectful foreign people that needs to be sent back to their own country. Oh God. I hope that all veterans see this post and their families and boycott this place. I could understand if you had a party of 20 or 30 people, but not a man or a woman with their spouse or their family. Shame on this restaurant. And they pretty much describe exactly where this is. May that whole $1 cost you every American military's business and their families for as long as you're in our country. Miss, okay, that's fine because we don't need your business. Pretty soon she may actually be right because almost every restaurant, hotel, motel, gas stations and smoke shops are all owned by foreigners now anyway. Holy. Yeah, like this comment says, they're ranting over a $1 discount. Yeah, is that what's happening here? That was so gross and confusing. Hey there, I'm in need of some summertime clothing and bras and shorts and tops and shoes, and I need them right now. I wear a large or extra large top, size larger extra large shorts, or leggings size 12 to 14 jeans and size 9 shoes. Also, I'd probably need them delivered as I don't have a car. I live downtown. Thanks in advance. So you want free clothes, but you also want somebody to deliver them? Why do people feel like they're entitled to stuff like this? Like, oh yes, you should give me your clothes for free, but not just that, you should also deliver them? Why should somebody do that? I tried to help an old lady and I regretted it. A few years ago when I was in college, I was walking down the street towards campus and passed an elderly woman outside an Audi. She had several bags and was obviously struggling to carry them, so I asked her if she had a long way to go and if she needed help carrying her bags to the bus stop, which is where I assumed she was going because it was a lot of groceries and the bus stop was at the end of the street, maybe 15-20 feet away. She said her apartment was just around the corner and handed me all of the bags, I think 7 or 8 in total. Turns out just around the corner meant like 5 city blocks in the opposite direction of where I was going, but I just went with it and I figured that at least I was doing something nice for someone. Finally, when we got to her building, I put the bags on the sidewalk in front of the gate and basically said I was late to class and I needed to go and that I was glad I could help her out. She then grabbed my arm and asked if I could spare some money since times were tough, and when I said I was sorry but I didn't have any cash on me, she told me I should really carry the bags into her apartment because it was the least I could do after not helping out by giving her money. She lived on the 3rd floor of a walk up and was getting visibly irritated that I put the groceries down and wasn't picking them back up to haul them upstairs. I'm a pretty docile person, so I didn't know what to do, and I basically apologized to her and said I would fail my class if I missed it and ran away. I still think about that when I see old ladies with grocery bags. Yeah, like the top comment says, you did a very nice thing, the right thing, including leaving. thing. Good on you. Yeah, 1000%. You did the right thing. I did all of this out of the kindness of my heart, and you're still rude to me? Yeah, okay, bye. Hey, I've been looking at your page for a while, and I was wondering if you can my mum a free set. I'm sorry to have to ask. I make videos to try to make money, so I can get her a birthday gift. I love your business, so please, if not, I totally understand. Please message me back soon. I love you, and also I make Christian content, because I love Jesus and God. Please, miss, I'll do anything. My Instagram is so-and-so. Just in case you have any questions and want to see what you would like for her big birthday, because we can't afford to take her to a nail tech. I just want to do something special for her. Please, miss, I'll do anything. I'll post to poach the nails. I'll make good reviews, good comments. Please, miss, please. I really just want to make my mum smile on her big day. Her birthday is June 28. She really loves these. It would mean the world to me if you made these for her. I just want to see a smile on her face. I'm broke and she's broke. We're barely making it right now, and I just want to see my mummy smile. I love her so much. She tries her best for me, and I just want to get her something for her birthday. Right, so they're genuinely just, begging for this. But yeah, like the top comment says, if I do this for your mum at no charge, then I'm the one who's giving a gift to your mum, not you. Begging on behalf of someone else is not a gift. Okay, that's enough choosing beggars for today, guys. I feel like we need to read something a lot more happy and less stressful. So let's do that, shall we? Me talking to my girlfriend about my love for something. Her not fully understanding, but happily listening anyway. Aww. I don't really know what you're talking about, but I can see that it makes you happy, so that makes me happy. That's so cute. My grandmother promised all of us if she made it to 90, she'd get a pink mohawk. Well, she made it to 90. Rock on, Grandma. Wow, is this real? They look amazing for 90 years old, especially with the pink mohawk. Yeah, rock on, Grandma. I googled most important image on the internet, and I was not disappointed. Oh, they're so happy. Like, oh, I like when you do this to me. Oh my god, and all the fluffy toys in the background as well, and how fluffy and beautiful and cute this puppy is. Amazing. Me tells joke, my wife being supportive. Oh, I love that so much. Always got each other's back no matter how many bad jokes they tell. I'm looking for Pokemon card bulk. I'm a Pokemon card seller, and I survive by selling cards. I'm looking for a bunch from any set. I'm not looking for energy cards or trainers at the moment, just stacks or boxes of unwanted bulk cards. Mostly interested in rare holos or vintage cards. PSA or other graded cards are welcome as well. Must be free. Are you joking? I may be able to pick them up, but it would be preferred if you drop them off. Oh, get out of here. Do not message me, is this still available? You will be ignored. You want people to give you free Pokemon cards and also preferably deliver them to you? Okay, so let's think about this. Why would somebody ever do that? They'll just do what you're gonna do with them and sell them. Pokemon cards are unbelievably expensive. Like, people aren't just gonna give them away. I can't believe that one. My pregnant sister-in-law isn't happy that I repurposed my baby's outgrown onesies. Hi there, and also, what the hell? Why would you mutilate your baby's old clothes instead of just going to the store and buying new ones? Like a normal person? I know you didn't grow up with family, oh my god. But traditionally, someone with a baby would hand down the clothes to the next family member in need. You know I'm due in 6 weeks, so how could you be so inconsiderate and just disregard me? Forget about coming to the christening. Wow, that was mean. Holy. Yeah, like this comment says, tell her, I thought your baby deserved the new items that I intended to buy for her, but since I'm not invited, I'll save the money for my own kid. Yeah, forget how rude people can be, and then we read stuff like this. Like, oh yeah, thank you for the reminder. Instagram model asked for a private booth, 10 free guests and bottle service in exchange for 1 social media post. Hey guys, I've just moved down from so-and-so, and I've noticed that you're my new local club. I've spoken to the locals and they've said some really good things about this place. I'm actually an up-and-coming Instagram model with 3,000 followers, and I would be willing to do 1 social media post promoting your club in return for a private booth, 10 frees and a bottle of something. I think this would be a great opportunity for a club in the burbs. I don't normally give such a great deal, so please keep this between us, and I look forward to hearing back. And they respond, we chucked a public figure with a mullet off a diving board yesterday for 20,000 plus views, and it cost us 0 bottles. Thank you though. I feel like the people that do have a lot of influence and stuff, they wouldn't be be asking for stuff like this. It's always the people that probably wouldn't bring them very much business at all that are always asking for so much stuff. I'm a middle-aged woman who has a credit score under 400, so if you can't work with that, don't waste my time. I'm looking for a house, minimum 2-bedroom, 2-bathroom. Must be very nice. I'm not paying to live in a bad area or in a dump. I'll live on the street for free first. I'm looking for something out in the country, but it must be nice. It'll only be my 31-year-old son who's a caregiver and myself 50. I've got 2 teacup Yorkies, both are 17 years old. They don't tear up or destroy anything. If I could find somewhere nicely fully furnished, that would be perfect. I've got a decent income, but I'm not spending $500 on applications and such. If you're an individual who has a nice 2 or 3 bedroom, 2-bathroom house in a private, quiet area that we can discuss the rent, also the deposits and hopefully the utilities, must be central heating and air, stove, refrigerator, microwave, dishwasher and washer, and if it's fully furnished then it must have cable TV and internet. Privacy is a #1 must for us. Must have everything ready for us to be the legal tenants August 1st, 2023. I have a guaranteed income paid on the 1st of every month. Max rent is $1,200, could go up some depending on what's included, but the morning of the 1st is a must move into the house day, no exceptions. We're quiet, we're private, we stay at home, we mind our own business, and we expect the same. If you're interested in discussing renting to me, contact me immediately. If you might know of anyone who might help me, please drop their name and number, but don't forget about the 400 credit score and me being unwilling to pay hundreds on background checks and stuff. And all you've got to do is simply ask and I'll tell you the truth. Sorry that just because I happen to be in a very bad position right now, that I don't want to live in a dump and I refuse to spend hundreds of dollars on BS paperwork just to line someone else's pocket. If you don't like what I've said, then go straight to hell where you came from and keep your uneducated and self-righteous mouth shut. If you had any clue what I'm facing right now, you might be a little more humbled, but because you've never been where I'm at, yet you still keep running your soup coolers and get all the little jabs in at my expenses, that you can, but believe me, I pray to God that for every hateful, nasty comment you make, that you get put in the same situation as I'm in now, and then you can see how cruel and hateful everyone is towards you. When everyone finds out what ends up happening to me, I hope that you can live with yourself and have no regrets about how you've acted towards me, because I don't want to live on the street out of a backpack or in a dump with garbage. Go and F yourselves, you higher than mighty judgmental pieces of crap. Oh my god. That started off as a fairly normal Choosing Beggar post and just developed into a rant. But yeah, good luck on finding a place. Hi everyone. If someone has a laptop monitor, computer, tablet, PlayStation 5 for my son, if you don't use it and you want to donate, we can accept it. Oh yeah, because if you had a PlayStation 5 that you didn't use, you're just gonna give it to someone? Yeah, I don't know, probably not. Yeah, like the top comment says, does anyone have a Ferrari they're not using? Yeah, like wow, that's a beautiful house you got there. If you ever find yourself not needing it, you know, you can always give it to me. Seeking a female roommate. Rent will be on a sliding scale depending on your looks. $450 seeking female roommate. Close to the blue line, pretty much brand new condo. 3 decks including a private roof deck. Blocks away from Blue Line, North Avenue bus and West Avenue bus. I don't really need a roommate, but I'd like to have a girl to live here. Don't worry about being messy or whatever. I have a cleaning lady that comes twice a month. Drinks are fine, no smoking as I just quit. You can do whatever drugs you want in your room. If they're good, you need to share. Haha. I'm a professional and barely even here. Male in good shape, 27 years old. I have everything: TV, stereo, food processor, crock pot, good knives. All you need is a bed and bedroom furniture. Rent is $450 including the utilities. If you're average looking, meaning a 6 out of 10, each point up towards 10 you can subtract $100. So if you're a 7, $350. You're a 10, you pay $50. Same thing if it goes the other way, meaning if you're a 1 or something, be ready to fork up $950 a month. I will obviously be the judge. If you want, we can also pick 3 people off the street and get the average of the 3. Oh, and the rent can change month to month. Oh yeah, you sit around and eat Doritos with French onion dip every day and gain 30 pounds. You better be ready to fork over some dollars. How great of a person you are or your personality will have no bearing on your score. Ew. By the way, no parties, not a lot of guests unless you're a 7 or above, and your guests are equal or better females. Good luck. Oh yeah, because I'm sure so many people are going to be trying to do this. Yuck. Helicopter mama seeking a future daughter-in-law. I prefer a Republican, Christian, hard-working woman that's willing to relocate. She should enjoy cooking and cleaning and hunting and fishing. No children from previous relationships. He's all the kid one woman can handle. My son prefers females, preferably natural blonde. He's a butt guy, no flat butts should apply. He's 26 years old, has 2 dogs, owns a home and business. A little bit redneck but loves Jesus. If interested, please Facebook Messenger me 2 pictures, a brief description of yourself and 2 references. Must be ex-boyfriends. Please share post. This boy ain't getting any younger. Yeah, so why did you make this post? That was so uncomfortable. Yeah, like this comment says, he might not even be that awful of a dude. I'm getting some big mummies doing this on her own without his knowledge sort of vibes from this. Yeah, or they're asking their mum to do this. Either way, it's so bad. Influencer asks for free meals in exchange for reviews and exposure and gets called out by the restaurant. Usually my arrangements with restaurants is that you give my friend and I a meal on the house in exchange for Instagram coverage and reviews. With all due respect, I'd say you have as much right to review my restaurant as I have to review your menstrual cycle. So this has gone mental. Can anyone tell me which restaurant this blogger has copped it from? Disgrace. Thank you to my friend for bringing this to my attention. And what, all to get a free meal? I feel like it's so cringe to be like, oh, I'm an influencer, I'm important, and probably got lots of money, and then to go to a restaurant and not pay for the food. Like, if anything, you should be doing the opposite and like supporting businesses even more. A guy wanted to trade his fridge for mine, and it's worse than mine. Throws a fit when turned down. Hello, is this still available? Are you interested in making a trade? What would you want to trade? Your fridge for mine? Everything is easy to take off and it works great. I just need something taller because as much freezer stuff as I can get, it's not always enough room. Mine is also a 2-door. And dude, really, if you let this happen, I don't care if you turn around and put it on Facebook. I wouldn't even care. It would help you put more money in your pocket. Nah, I wouldn't be interested. I appreciate the offer though. Oh, I really see how greedy freaking people are. No, you don't. I'm getting sick and freaking tired of getting effing turned down on every effing deal I effing make with Facebook Marketplace. I'm getting effing tired of it. Nobody on effing Facebook Marketplace has any generosity. Yeah, sorry about that, man. Hope you have a better day soon. You people are the whole reason why I can't live. Cool, rather say F off to me with the deals and give everybody else the deals. Relax, man. You were just trying to get a nicer fridge. I said no. Get over it. Dude, do you think you're the only one that has turned me down for a deal? No, there's 200, maybe 300 people before you that have turned me down. Do you not understand that? It's about getting respect, and I'm not getting it. If you want to talk about respect, you can start with cussing me out because I didn't agree to a deal, which gets me nothing. And don't blame me that other people also didn't go for your deals, because you're stingy as hell and green and don't appreciate nothing, but you rather appreciate crap that ain't there. I'm stingy. You don't know one thing about me, man. I hope you find some happiness somewhere and chill out a little. Yeah, wow, that was so unnecessary. Like, oh my god, how dare you refuse my fridge deal? It's the best fridge deal in town. Kind of a strange thing to get this upset about. They must already be pretty upset about something. There's no way you just have a response like this. Hi everyone, I'm looking for somebody to babysit my 3 hamsters. It's only short term. My friend was supposed to watch them, but unfortunately she had a difficult life situation to deal with. So I'm looking for somebody to babysit my hamsters just until I get back on my feet. They aren't good with being picked up. They will bite you if you're disturbing them or if you try to pick them up. 2 of them like to be picked up using a container. I'd prefer if it was a home without kids because they do bite on occasion, especially if they don't know you. One of them is very young, only 10 weeks, and the other one is very old, 2.5 years, and all of them are both very delicate. I very much prefer somebody who has had small animals before. I'll be providing everything including food, substrate, toys, sprays, snacks, and hides. I must be allowed to come over to hang out with them and clean their enclosures. I don't want any problems when I want to pick them up and take them. You are babysitting, they're not your pets. Your only job is to make sure that they have their food available in their enclosures all the time. Also to give them snacks, either a small snack every day or 2 or 3 different vegetables or fruits every other day. I'll give you an information sheet on what every hamster likes and their personality and what they don't like. I'd like to come over once every weekend or weekday. You have to be able to let me come over or I'm not going to let you babysit. Oh yeah, I'm sure people are going to care if they don't get to babysit. What's the bet they're not going to pay them? Please respect my wishes as I'm trying to find the best person to watch my babies for their well-being. Thank you. Pictures for attention. First picture and second video, Charlie, 1 year old. So what are the rates you're hoping to pay per week? No, it wasn't a pay thing. Oh yeah, of course. Because I'm trying to find a place for myself. It was more of a do me a favor thing. Watch my pets and take care of them for an extended time and not get paid anything. Sounds like a great deal, LMAO. It was more of a do me a favor thing. Yeah, okay. The way they were talking about this was like they were giving you an opportunity. Like, if you don't let me come over, you'll miss out on this great opportunity where you get to look after my pets and you don't get paid. Yeah, I don't think people are gonna care that much. What's the least you'd take ship to Florida? And then they flip them off. So they flip them off back. The least I'd take is 120 shipped. Dumbass, you advertised it for 80. Yeah, for you being a prick, the price is increased. Shipping isn't free either. Yeah, what? Because they didn't respond immediately? You flipped them off? Well, like virtually flip them off? Yeah, that's not very nice. Homeschool family trying to find a rentee. Hi, my name is so-and-so, and I am so-and-so's wife. We have a shared room available to bless one young lady starting this fall. We live on a farm in the country, and it is very quiet and peaceful. We'd like to find someone who would be willing to trade babysitting and help in the home and around the farm for free room and board. We even have a vehicle that this person could use to commute to school if needed, which we could add to the agreement. The room is a shared room with our 18-year-old daughter. The ideal person for us would be Christian, clean, hardworking, has a good work ethic, has experience working in agriculture, not a requirement, is very teachable and is willing to learn. My husband is the CEO of our company. He travels for business and is gone most Mondays through Fridays. I homeschool our children and am the CFO of our company. We have 2 adult children who live out of the house, while our 18-year-old daughter and 7-year-old son still live in the house. Our plan is to build a cabin, tiny home on our property that we hope will be done in March 2023, and this cabin would be offered to you when you're 18-year-old so that you have more privacy. You're more than welcome to stay with us the entire year or return home after the end of the school year. If you did stay year-round during the summers, you could work more and save up credit towards the room and board for the school year. We can accommodate a dairy-free, gluten-free, alpha, gal, or vegetarian diet, although understand that we are working farm and you will see and smell meat being processed and cooked and eaten. Here's what the trade will consist of. Rent, $500 per month. Board, $300 per month. Vehicle use is $300 per month. You pay for the fuel, the fluids, and you keep the car clean. Total $1,100. You work for us doing, for example, cooking, cleaning, data entry, social media, and/or farm work for 20 hours a week, mostly on Saturdays, 6+ hours when we do larger projects, and you will not owe us anything. We'll determine your exact task based on your experience and your interest. Lastly, we want to be totally transparent with you. We live about 35 minutes from the school. My husband made this commute every day while in school, and it's not a horrible drive, but we just wanted to be completely honest with you as we expect the same. Everyone is family in our house, so we would love to meet your parents and have them be okay with you living here. We don't drink or smoke, and strict adherence to the Liberty Way is a must. We attend this chapel, and you are more than welcome to attend with us. They have a great college and young adult ministry that our 18-year-old goes to on Monday nights. If you're interested or have any questions, you're welcome to private message or comment below. That was confusing and sort of creepy. Non-homeless man asked for food. This man came up to me this morning at the gas station and said he was in a bad spot and he just needed a little to eat. I said I didn't have any cash on me, but I'll buy him something to eat on my card. He said that was perfect. We walked into the gas station, which is attached to a McDonald's. He ran straight into the McDonald's. I thought he was just gonna pick a burrito or something from the gas station, but whatever, it's fine. It's pretty much the same price anyway. Like I said, he ran to the McDonald's kiosk. By the time I caught up, he was already on the checkout screen. This man ordered a large mocha frappe, a sausage, egg and cheese McMuffin meal, 2 sausage burritos, and the big breakfast including hotcakes. The total came out to like $25, but I used an offer on the app and I brought it down to like $23. I know everyone told me I should have just said no and left, but I just can't say no and I feel bad. So I bought it. He thanked me and he went out to his car, which was a very nice Toyota, and I finally paid attention to his clothes. He had a really nice polo on with slacks and nice shoes. When I saw all of that, I thought it was like a filmed social experiment, but nope, lol. Wow, so you just bought somebody a meal pretty much? Well, you know, that's right. At least you did something nice and you can feel good about that. Did they need it? I don't know, probably not. But hey, at least you got a story to tell. No, I will not give you a discount on my handmade pieces. Not even sure why I have to keep saying this. You pay $130 for forces, $150 for lashes, $200 to get your hair done, $400 for my microblading, 1,000 for a phone, and none of that is gonna last forever. But for me to recreate this, I need to first spend 75 to 85 of my own money to buy mercerized cotton yarn, and then crochet for about 150 hours to complete a unique article of clothing based on your measurements that'll last forever, all for $200. I think I deserve $115 to $125 for my labor. If you don't value my work, just say that, but don't disrespect my work and time by asking me for a discount. Yeah, oh my god, I can't even imagine how many choosing beggars like small business owners get. Would be so frustrating. Any babysitters on here who charge $30 to $35 a day? I need a reliable babysitter for an almost 2-year-old baby girl and my 6-month-old son. Please message me. I don't know my hours yet, so if you could text me what hours you can do, that would also help a lot. Yeah, $35 a day. Yeah, good luck with that. But also not good luck finding somebody, because somebody shouldn't do that for $35 a day. I am hiring at so-and-so. We're looking for the right person to fill a pretty unique position. I bring my kids with me to work daily, ages 8 months to 6 years. So we're looking for a hybrid office assistant and childcare provider. The job entails typical receptionist type work, answering the phone, checking patients in and out, collecting payments, etc., but also requires childcare duties. Our starting wage is $11 to $14 an hour. The position is part-time on Monday, Wednesday, and Fridays. Typically, we have hired college students, but I would be happy to bring in a fellow chip. If you're interested, email your resume at so-and-so. Yeah, like the title says, do 2 jobs for 1 pay. Yay! As soon as I got home, it smelt like my neighbors were making some fire-ass food, so I went and I knocked on their door with a plate and asked if I could have some. They obliged, but as soon as I took a bite, I didn't even like it. They invited me for a cookout tomorrow, and I said, yeah, I'm praying they can redeem themselves because tonight wasn't it. Okay, so that has to be a joke, doesn't it? There's no way they went to somebody else's house asking for free food and then got free food, but they weren't happy with that free food. Yeah, no, that can't be real. Parent throws a fit over free summer school lunch rules. For anyone who thinks this post may seem familiar, I've posted before about COVID lunch programs that I operated while working for the school district. Well, from being back to normal, we've gone from lunch to every child without question, back to official USDA summer lunch program. This means that children must be present and must eat at the site. Understandably, we've had some adjustment issues from the parents that are used to the grab and go style that we've had for the past couple of years. Today, about halfway into our serving time, a mother comes up and says that she had to pull her daughter out of summer school due to an injury and was on her way to get medical attention, but the daughter never got lunch. While there seems to be very little wiggle room at my level with the USDA regulations, I'm not going to be the one to tell our students that she can't eat because she got hurt while in the school's care. So I call my boss, who tells me to go ahead and hand it out, and she'll take responsibility for any policy infractions. Of course, a father notices her leave and confronts me about making him follow rules and letting her walk off. Of course, I try to explain to him that my boss told me to do it because her kid had a medical emergency. He doesn't want to hear it and immediately starts berating me and talking crap with his daughter right there. Even after telling him I can't hear him over the AC, generator and fans, he continues shouting at me about having to eat on site. I just thought it was ridiculous that this man wanted to get angry not only over the rules, but about a child being allowed an exception over an injury. Edit to clarify, I operate a remote site that hands out summer lunch. We only have 2 summer school locations, but we have 5 different sites where we hand out summer lunch. Wow, and they're only thinking about themselves. That's so sad. Yeah, you know what? I feel like that's enough of this subreddit for today, guys. Let's read something that's not infuriating. Wait, this isn't pre-made? What the hell? Actually, putting this together was a lot of fun, and I'm glad I got it. Oh, that's so cute. I've done a few Gundams before, and it's like, oh yeah, this is fun, but it's also hard, and it takes a long time. But yeah, it's super relaxing and kind of therapeutic. My husband just walked in, told the dog how cute he is, and how much he loves him, held his face in his hand, stared into his eyes, and gave him forehead kisses, and then left the room. I'm sitting right next to the dog. Yeah, that seems almost personal. Like, excuse me, what are you doing? Do that to me. My sister really is the worst human ever. I couldn't afford a present this year, so I got you this box. Like, come on, it at least needs to be big enough so you can sit in it and pretend you're driving a car, and draw a steering wheel with a texter on it. Come on, would that be asking too much? About me, we need help moving our furniture to a new apartment. That's it. No other inquiries, please. Be available tomorrow between 3 p.m. and 7 p.m. We don't want anything else from you. We just can't move our couch without some help. Your reward will be, at best, a bottle of water. Wait, so somebody made a, Tinder profile just so they can get some help from somebody? And they ended it in the most rude, ungrateful sort of way? Wait, there's got to be something else going on here. At best, a bottle of water? You're asking strangers to come help you move for free? And you can't even guarantee that you'll offer them water? Jesus Christ. I want to say they're out of their minds and there's no chance anyone will take them up on this. But if they're good looking enough, there probably are some guys who'll take them up on it, hoping to change their minds. It started off totally fine and sort of funny, but the end of it was so rude. Yeah, good luck with this. Oh, 1 star. Do not go there. They don't know what they're doing. I would give them a -3. Hazel, we saved you $135 from putting a part on your car that it didn't need and diagnosed your car without charging you the $80 diagnostic fee. I see now that was a mistake. Wow. That's so awful. Yeah, like you're going out of your way to help somebody and they're so ungrateful. Yeah, like the top comment says, the worst part of running a small business is trying to help people who don't realize you're saving them money and time. Yeah, that's sad. Like, it's one thing to be super ungrateful, but it's another thing to write a review like this. Like, oh, don't go there. They don't know what they're doing. Yeah, that's awful. Coronation Street actress hits back at baker who refused to make her 100 cakes for her birthday in return for exposure. Wow. Oh, come on. Make me 100 cakes. I'll pay you in exposure dollars. Yeah, like the top comment says, and now the bakery is getting way better exposure. Good for them. My friend's neighbor asked him to mow his lawn. Everybody's asking me who butchered my lawn. Whoa. Haha, not every haircut is good. Sometimes it's getting to the next good cut. Gotta keep your blade high. You gotta do a few feet test. If it's not low enough, then you can drop it a notch. But if you start all the way down, there's no room for the grass to come back. Like cutting hair with clippers. Lordy. You came at it full bore and dropped it to the max. You scalped me, buddy. Bad. But thank you. There's no next good cut if the grass is killed. If you see brown, you're way too low. That's why you start high like a barber cuts your hair. Even some of the wives have asked me what the hell happened. They noticed. Lordy. Whoo. Lol. I cut you the same height I do my own. Different turf, I suppose. You can't measure it like that. Every yard is different. You gotta keep the blade higher. Cut about a few feet. Look back to see if it's smooth enough and then make some adjustments. If you ever cut other people's yards, you'd understand. I've cut nearly all the houses on the block. All are different heights. Worst thing you can do is butcher someone's yard. Yeah, good to go, man. I'll know for next time. Let's see how long it takes to get it back in order. The guy who cuts grass will ask me, whoa, what happened? And then I'll have to explain again. Why do they keep saying woo on the end? Plus, a pile of shavings around the tree. You have to learn to cut it up. But if the blade wasn't so low, you wouldn't have had all that extra pile. Hollywood. Yeah, that was confusing. But yeah, they did it for free. You know the good thing about this? You can go and cut your own grass, so you can get somebody else to do it. Anyone have any recommendations for affordable in-home or family provided daycare? Something for $150 or $175 a week or less. I am only 5 weeks pregnant with my first baby, but after seeing the cost of daycare, I'm freaking out. I need all the help me and my fiance can get. Thank you. I sincerely doubt you'll find in-home daycare for less than $5 an hour for a newborn. You might have to use this time to find a nanny share and figure all that out, or look into facilities. I know they fill up quick, so call now for a wait list. Yeah, I don't know, $5 an hour? Yeah, something tells me that's a little bit low, but yeah, good luck with this. A thief steals an iPhone at a scheduled meetup and then messages the seller asking for the password. No joking. If you come back and you bring the money, I'll give you the password and make sure everything is good for you. No kidding, that money was for my daughter. Nah, I need the password first, then I'll drop the money off at a location you can get it. Can't do it like that because you already showed me that I can't trust you. Well, you're talking about the law, so you already showed me I definitely can't trust you. You're going to bring it back or not? If not, I just press charges. I don't remember much of your description, but I remember the females to a T. On my son's grave, if you give me the pin, I'll have your money at a closer location. I don't even know why my brother pulled off, to be honest. Password, and I'll bring the money now on my son's grave. Okay, you got me. What's the password? And I'll drop the money off at a safe location. And thumbs up. You can't get away with stuff like this, especially if you're logged into it with an Apple ID and stuff. Like, surely you can find the location of it, and also you can mark it as stolen. And yeah, also you don't know this person. They might not even have a son. Like, you don't know if they're being serious or if they're just gonna make stuff up. Anyone have an old camper that they don't want? My daughter is autistic and is deathly afraid of flies outside and won't tent camp. Would love to have a camper so we can actually experience camping as a family. Are you asking someone to just give you a camper? I don't know anyone that's just gonna give a camper away. If you find someone, let me know. I'd love a free camper, lol. Rather than a camper, find a doctor that specializes in confronting phobias, because there will be flies no matter where she goes in life, and a camper won't solve it. Good luck. Just asking for free stuff. Like, oh, you know, if you've got a camper that you don't use, no, I'm not gonna buy it off ya. You're gonna give it to me for free? Yeah, that would be amazing. And also, if you have a car you don't need, that would also be great. I need Taylor Swift tickets for next Wednesday. 2, please, so I can bring my friend. Oh, okay. So in a group where you ask for stuff for free. But yeah, I feel like this is pushing it a little bit. Like, oh, come on, give me some free Taylor Swift tickets. Yo, I found your ad on Craigslist and I was wondering if we could negotiate on the price of the smart TV. Yes, of course. What do you think we could do on the price? I was thinking instead of 400, maybe 150. That's way too low, man. Could you do 350? Oh, not a chance. Thank you for wasting my time. No, there's no way this is real. Oh God, thank you for wasting my time. You're wasting their time. I do photography on the side to pay for nursing school. I get this message after spending over 7 hours shooting and editing her newborn's photos. Okay, I'm just gonna be honest because I'm really hurt. When we talked about maternity pictures and you knew I didn't have the money, you acted like my friend and that you cared about me, so you were gonna do it for free because you wanted to do it special for me, when in reality, I was paying the whole time. Then I had the baby too soon, so you were gonna do hospital pictures, but you told so-and-so 75 and told me 90. You sent me only 25 pictures and some that didn't even send. I have to move by the end of June and I have a lot going on, but I really wanted them because they were amazing pictures. I feel like you didn't trust me to give you the money when I first got my check. I'm a Christian person and I never do someone wrong like this. I appreciate the pictures, but I do not think it was right at all. I'm a nice person and obviously a pushover. I've had a year from hell and that baby was my miracle, so I'm grateful that you took them. I would like to have seen all of them, but I will not have pictures done by you anymore, and I would be careful with other people, but I would like to have the picture of Graham and so-and-so. No, I don't need to sleep on anything. This is how I feel. But like I said, thank you for the pictures. 1, so-and-so told me to tell you what I said. She didn't want me to tell you she was paying for it. 2, I spent over 2 hours on hospital photos, a cramped room in an environment I was not familiar with tons of people in there, not my own home, in a private location. That's extremely stressful on me. I spend an hour tops on newborn photos. That itself is worth the $90. Also, people who get newborn photos get 12 max. You got a ton of photos for only $90. And 3, I'm trying to pay for nursing school. I don't charge for free. I'm taking time out of my day and away from my family to take photos and to help my family get by. It's a business, it's not a favor. And I will not send photos without a check first, because that is not fair to me. Christian or not, I've already had that happen to me and that is my policy. Yeah, that's so cheap. Like, with that price, you pretty much are doing them a favor. And the fact that they're this ungrateful about it is so bad. Yeah, like this comment says, $90 is a favor. Yeah, over 7 hours of work for $90. Yeah, that's definitely a favor. Wedding beggars. A friend that I've known for a long time recently got married with only close family in attendance at the ceremony. I completely understand and I support that decision. What I don't love is they sent out the gift registry to everyone they know. Among the registry items was a contribution to their house down payment. This strikes me as a shameless cash grab, but I'd appreciate other perspectives. Yeah, 1000%. If you're not even being invited to the wedding, then yeah, no, you're not getting a wedding gift, and you're also not going to do something else where all of these people are going to go. Like, if you organize something where everybody that was on the gift registry list was also invited to go to, then yeah, maybe. But yeah, this just seems like they're trying to get as many gifts as they can. Yeah, like the top comment says, no wedding invitation, no gift. Alienware 17 2014 i7 4th gen 32 gigabytes of RAM. Please man, I know you're trying to get money from selling this Alienware laptop, but I'm begging you to gift this to me because I haven't had one before due to money issues. It'll mean the world to me and God will bless you very much. Like, yeah, I know you're trying to sell this, but can you please give it to me for free? I know I'd appreciate it. Choosingbeggars will try anything. Like, oh yeah, it's worth a shot. Can I borrow $2,000? I'll pay you back next paycheck. Haha, no. Serious bro, come on, I need it for for a new phone? No. I know you have the money, just give it to me. Oh my god, that doesn't mean you can have it. No. Don't be an a-hole. I need a new phone and to buy diapers. Bro, somebody not giving you $2,000 doesn't make them an a-hole. You're a biatch. You have the money. You're a freaking lawyer. Don't be a selfish blank and be a friend. No. Give me a good reason why not. You're not using the money. This can't be real, can it? They don't need to tell you anything. If they don't want to give you $2,000, they don't have to. No. Say something besides no. No. Biatch blank C word. No. F you. Wow, that's awful. Like, oh yeah, come on, be a friend. While they're being so awful to this person. The absolute audacity. I've been living with my mother-in-law for 2 months and she acts like we need to clean after ourselves immediately. Like, no, it can wait. I want to eat. I'm so tired of her. She complains when we make a mess, but her basement is trashed. Oh god, I hate this already. Hi, I saw you when the kids made PB&Js. Love them, so good. Would you mind making sure you pick everything up and wipe the counters down? Ants get in so easily, so we try to wipe those down after we put food on them. Thank you. We literally haven't even finished our sandwiches before you texted us. Can we finish one effing meal before you go on about how we need to clean? Oh, how dare you? Your basement is a literal garbage can. Focus on that, thank you. So you're living under this person's roof and this is how you're talking to them? I'm sorry my basement is out of order after moving that stuff in from the bedroom for you guys. I did plan to clean it soon. I didn't know you just made the sandwiches. Y'all are outside, so I'd assumed that y'all were finished. My apologies. Yeah, we'll do it. Chill. Stop with the passive-aggressive attitude. Bye. I'm sorry. Oh, thank God. We've got some comments here. The top comment says, I hope she throat punches you one day. Admin. Wow, violence for what? Admin, hello? And is this an admin? I saw her. I hope that too. I hope she kicks you out of the house. You're honestly an entitled brat and has no business speaking to her that way. Don't like her rules. Find your own house and do whatever you want. Yeah, 1000%. Yeah, your kids are gonna grow up with this as their example of how to treat people. What, standing up for themselves? Yeah, absolutely. No, they're gonna learn to be freeloading entitled grifters. Yeah, you're delusional, seriously. Also, it's really not hard to pick things up as soon as you're done. I like to enjoy my meals with my kids. The mess can wait. Get your own place and you can do whatever, simple. Yeah, what, in her house? Obviously it can't wait. Get with it or get out. And what, a meal? You made sandwiches, not 5-course meals. Put the items away as you use them and wipe off the counter. No wonder you posted anonymously. Embarrassing. Yeah, I'm hoping this is a rage bait post or something, but it probably isn't. And that's bloody horrifying. Hey, I saw your offer about the game advertisements. I'm willing to take 1 year Nitro, not Classic, and I'll advertise your game in my 2 servers. One has 254 members, and the other one has 76, not including bots. I will ping everyone. Hello? Okay, so let me get this straight. You want me to give you 100 euros worth of Nitro, and you'll then advertise the game I worked months on in small servers? No way. I worked 7 months on this game, and there's no way I'm paying you 100 euros for basically no new game purchases. You're crazy. Oh, F you, you absolute biatch. I'll tell my servers to never play your game. Yeah, okay. Yeah, wow, a little bit of an overreaction. Like, oh, screw you, you absolute biatch. But yeah, they're right. They're probably not going to get anybody interested in this game from that. Like, the other person's only upset because they're not giving in to what they want. Damn it, I almost got Discord Nitro. Some a-hole got mad at my 7-year-old brother for not giving free lemonade. This happened a few weeks ago when it first started to get hot outside and there was a lot of people going for bike rides and walks. I decided to help him make some lemonade. We bought some lemonade and added ice to it and started selling. My brother was super happy about making money. I watched from the side. Some old guy saw the lemonade stand and said $1. That's crazy. I thought he was joking around and just had a bad sense of humor. Turns out he was serious. He said he had 10 cents. My little brother was about to give it to him until I stepped in. I told him it's $1 or nothing. He kept on being an a-hole and kept on saying it's too expensive. He said that there was a lemonade stand near here that sold 2 for $1. My little brother said, then go there. I started laughing, but anyway, that's it. Yeah, wow, imagine doing that to a kid. Like, no, I'm not willing to pay $1. Like, be a little bit more supportive. Come on. I'm looking for a blanking developer who won't waste my time. One which will work for free and make custom plugins on my Minecraft server. And you're asking people not to waste your time? That's a little bit rich, don't you think? Like, oh yeah, be a developer and work for me. And yeah, you're gonna gonna work for free. But no, I'm not wasting your time. You're wasting my time, apparently. Yeah, that's not what's going on. You must work for me for free. No, okay. Anybody got a working iPad and Apple Pen? My teenager would like to try out some digital art without spending money up front. Wait, so do they want to try somebody's iPad, or do they want a free iPad? And a free Apple Pencil as well. They're like $200. Not to mention how expensive iPads are. Yeah, like if you want to try somebody else's iPad, maybe, but don't be asking for people to give you a free iPad. $50, a dark blue velvet futon. It's 82 inches. I don't have a way to get it to you since I drive a small car. I don't have $50. Well, best of luck. There are numerous charities that a local thing can help. I'm reporting you. What for? It's listed as the price. Yeah, what? I'm gonna report you for selling a futon. How dare you? This is so unbelievable. A true injustice. Story time. I got free hotcakes with any purchase of a breakfast sandwich. Guy starts begging at McDonald's for money to get something to eat. I offer him all of the hotcakes. He goes, nah, I'm okay, thanks. Guess he wasn't that hungry, but I guess him wearing Beats should have been the first clue. Like, listen, I'm hungry, but I'm not that hungry, okay? The absolute audacity. I want to buy a normally above $5,000 camera drone for only $950. Inbox me. Wait a second, what? Are they the one who's selling the drone? And they meant to say, if you want to buy a normally above $5,000 drone, inbox me. Or are they trying to buy a $5,000 drone for $900? Yeah, good luck with that, buddy. Your art is so darn cute. Can you draw me as an anime character, please? Thank you. My commissions are full right now, though. Commission means I have to pay. Yeah, I don't take free art requests. But you have only 1,500 followers, LMAO. Why are you charging for a drawing? I have more followers than you. I can use it as my DP and then credit you like a shout out. Is this the one we've read before? Or is somebody else saying stuff like this? My guy, even if I have only 5 followers, I won't draw for free. Not for free. I can advertise you. Yeah, sorry, I'll pass. Have a nice day. What the hell then? Enjoy being a starving artist? You sell out. You're gonna go nowhere, LMAO. Whoa, yeah, they're not gonna go anywhere if they do stuff for you for free. What's that? You're charging money for your service? Oh, how dare you? Xbox One S 1TB. Is this still available? Yeah, are you still interested? No, it said $10. It says $110. Now it does. What the hell? That's been the listing. You might have read it wrong. Oh, sorry. Can you give it to me for free? No. Oh, okay. Well, how about $10? I love this subreddit so much. Hey, this might be a weird thing to say, but can I please have it for free? And apparently it's a computer. It's for a YouTube video I'm trying to make. It's where I'm trying to make a gaming setup without spending any money, and it's the last thing I need. If not, I understand. I'll give it to you for free in exchange for $850. Oh, sad face. Oh, this makes me very, very sad. I can't believe you won't give me your computer for free. Like, you're not making a YouTube video, are ya? Feel like you just want a free computer. And yeah, I feel like that's enough choosing beggars for today, guys. That was beautiful, and it was infuriating, and it was super fun all at the same time. But it's about time we read something wholesome. Somehow I've lucked out, and I have an 8-year-old who thinks that secretly reading under the covers past her bedtime is an act of rebellion, and it hasn't yet occurred to her that her flashlights never seem to run out of batteries. Oh, that's so cute. Oh, it's past my bedtime, and I'm gonna read my book. Oh my god, you were such a rebel. But with that being said, keep reading, please. This is without a doubt one of the single greatest photographs I've ever seen. Fills me with an indescribable joy. Yeah, wow, that's so beautiful, and there's so much passion in this. Like, they're so happy. Their happiness is coming through the screen. This is what happiness looks like. Oh, it sure is. The most adorable little dog. My husband sent me this picture and said, can I bring it home? Oh, please. Beautiful little kitty cat. Well, what a good way to end an infuriating video. Selling my 4-year-old $1,000 PC build on Facebook for $400, and this specimen slides into my DMs. Hi, is this computer still available? Yup. I want to give it to my kid as a birthday gift. Would you consider giving it to me for free? No, sorry. It was a $1,000 build when I got it, so $400 is already a big discount on a 4-year-old PC. Please, my kid is in the hospital for leukemia, and it would mean the world to him. Please, you would be doing a great service to the community. Nah, sorry man, no can do. Whatever. Oh god. F you and your PC, you effing... Oh god. Yeah, that was revolting. I don't want to assume assume that they don't have a child, but if we know anything about Choosing Beggars, they'll literally make up having a sick child so that they can get stuff for free. And also, you shouldn't use your sick child to get stuff for free anyway. I feel bad even suggesting that, but for all we know, they might not even exist. Let me make this clear to everyone. We do not want to go to an animal shelter. We're looking for someone that has a litter of cats that my mum wants to see, so she can pick one out, and it has to be a male cat that's 8 weeks old. No shelter. My mum does not want to go to a shelter. Sounds like your mum needs to stop being a choosing beggar. Suck it up and go to the shelter and find a kitten that she connects with. Yeah, what? Begging for a kitten on Facebook? Okay. We need a kitten and we need one now, everybody. I will get unnecessarily upset if I need to. Hi. Yo, what's up? Can you help me? Dunno, that depends on what you need. Can you draw my character? She looks like this, but with black hair and golden eyes. What's your budget? I thought you can do it for free. Why would you think that they'd do it for free? We've found the obvious flaw in their thinking, assuming that somebody's gonna do work for you for free. Why? We've read enough entitled people lately. No. Not gonna lie, kinda rude to ask that way in my opinion. They're obviously doing it for work, that's not rude. Rude of you to assume that they could do it for free. I only ask that when I know what the answer is. Wow, rude. Never mind, your art blows anyway. My friend does it so much better. Laughing my ass off, yeah, I also beg for art from artists that I hate. At this point, why would somebody just assume that an artist is gonna draw for free? Like, have you not seen stuff like this before? I'm stuck on the part where they think it's rude that they asked for their budget. That's not rude, that's how it works. God bless you. Just kidding, F you. I do a bulk grocery run about once a month for non-perishables. As I was loading my purchases into my van, a man came up to me requesting money for food. I don't carry cash and I told him as such. Instead, I offered him a box of 30 protein bars, asking if that was something that he could eat. I figured that they'd be filling for a long time and wouldn't go bad, and wouldn't require any tools to open. He said yes, took the box, thanked me with a God bless you, and walked away towards the store. At first, I thought he was going to attempt to return the protein bars. That's a common scam here. But he opened the box and started eating one. I thought to myself, wow, he must be hungry after all. And then I finished loading my groceries. However, this guy chucked the rest of the box on the ground next to a trash can and walked away. Jeez, man, if you don't like them or want them, at least give them back or give them to someone else. I ran over and I grabbed the box. I was pretty angry at this point. Then I saw him approach another woman loading her purchases. Once again, he started requesting money for food, with God bless you included. I yelled for her not to give him anything, and I explained what he'd just done with the food I'd given him. That God bless you turned into an FU pretty dang fast. The other woman was pretty angry and started yelling at him to back off. The beggar left when a male employee heard the ruckus and started walking our way. I don't want to not help someone who's actually in need, but sometimes people suck. Yeah, 1000%. Like, why did they just chuck them out? Yeah, I'll eat one of these protein bars and then throw the rest of them in the bin. Why? Yeah, wow, that's so frustrating. Choosing beggar bites the hand that feeds it. I used to work with a woman who struggled with money. To be fair, she struggled with life in general. She had 2 kids, but the courts wouldn't let them live with her as she was too much of a mess to be a suitable caregiver. She saw the kids frequently. On minimum wage, she would often only eat a chocolate bar for lunch or biscuits, or a piece of fruit that was given to her by other workers. She mostly covered her household bills, but sadly had a tendency to self-medicate when given the opportunity, and would choose this over food. Sometimes some of your food would go missing from the shared kitchen at work, and it'd be her, saying that she thought it was going to get thrown away, etc. She always said how hungry she was. She was almost skeletal, and I felt sorry for her. As a contractor, I earned more money than she did, so I decided to help her out. The soft sap that I am, I suggested that she help me eat the food that I brought in, to help the food from being wasted, and to ensure that at least once a day she ate decently. I used to buy extra stuff and let her share it, even to the extent of buying a jar of coffee when I don't even drink the stuff. I began to feel that I was being played when she complained that the coffee I'd purchased, the brand that she'd requested, was the wrong one. It seemed that the brand sold 2 jars of coffee, and I'd purchased the cheaper of the 2. To put it into perspective, the cheaper jar was still one of the most expensive coffees on the shelf. She kindly explained that this time she'd drink it anyway, but next time could I please buy the right coffee? After a couple of months of this, I left for pastures new and a bucket of money. The next week, the begging text messages started. The cash asked for ranged from £10 to get their meter back on, to a couple of £100 for the electricity bill, and there was strong pressure from her to hand over the money. I apologized, but I said I couldn't send anything. It was 6 weeks until my first paycheck, so I was ghosting until then. At first she was okay, but then she went a bit mental and began to spam me with begging texts day and night. She got a hold of my WhatsApp and began begging on there too, using emotional blackmail to try to get me to send her money. I blocked her everywhere, and through a friend that still worked there, I began to receive messages saying, "Hey, so-and-so asked me to ask you if you can give her a tenner. Thanks." So I had to explain to everyone that I still knew there that I did not wish to hear any messages passed on from her. Later I heard that she was bad-mouthing me to folks there, saying how mean and spiteful I was and how I didn't even have the decency to lend her a tenner because I was too stuck up and I thought that I was so much better than she was. Plus how I gave her cheap crap coffee that I wouldn't even drink myself because I thought that she was scum. I was furious, but my friends reassured me that everyone knew that I gave her stuff for free and that she was super ungrateful. It taught me a valuable lesson though, and I'll never put myself in that position again. I'll sympathize with people and I'll suggest organizations that might help, but I'll never open my wallet like that again. Wow, the audacity to say that stuff about you? That's awful. And it's not like you would have had crazy expectations when you were helping them out, but you wouldn't expect them to come back and say stuff like this. "Can I have your $1,000 manga collection? My dad's co-worker just called me. I don't know him. My dad just gave him my number." Come on now, Dad, don't do that. And asked me if he could have my $1,000 worth of manga in Japanese to be laid around in his house so maybe it can motivate his rebellious daughter to learn Japanese. I said no. He said, "It's just a book. What's the big deal?" I said he could buy it from me for half price tag or buy from the bookstore. He said, "No, I don't want to spend my money. It's too expensive. I want you to give it to me." Wow. At this point, I just hung up. So it's not like they didn't know how expensive it was. They knew that it was expensive, but they didn't want to spend their own money. That's so bad. Yeah, no, dude. Free champagne isn't good enough for some. I live and work in Ibiza. In the summer of 2000, I was working for a particular club, and to help with promotion, we had some of the DJs play at a local popular bar. These pre-parties were a great chance to promote your event and sell tickets. Part of the role of your headlining DJs was to make an appearance at the pre-party, usually to play. So one day we had a pre-party and a particularly famous DJ that I hadn't met until that moment was there to play. I introduced myself and I asked if he wanted anything. He said he was hungry, so I got him some food and whatever he wanted to drink. He proceeded to play, and then some friends of his showed up to say hi and socialize. It was at this point I thought that it would be a really nice way to show our appreciation for him playing, but also to help with entertaining his friends, that I decided to bring over a bottle of champagne. He didn't ask for it, but I thought it would be a nice and appreciated surprise. As soon as I brought it over, I said, "Thank you for coming today. It's been a pleasure," etc, etc. He took one look at the bottle in the ice bucket, opened and ready to pour, and instead of saying thank you, he just said, "Have you got anything better?" There was a pause of silence. I wasn't sure what to say, so my young brain just said, "It's free," because he's me on minimum wage, not understanding the concept of turning away a bottle of free champagne, something I'd never even tasted at that point in my life. He responded, "Obviously it's free, but I don't drink that crap. Can't you bring me something better?" He responded, "Obviously it's free, but I don't drink that crap. Can't you bring me something better?" So I had to go back to the bar and give back the bottle, and then proceed to bring back a bottle that was 5 times more expensive and give it to him. He didn't say thank you or even really acknowledge the bottle or me. He just took the bottle and started pouring it for his friends. To this day, he's still the rudest celebrity I've ever met. Wow, that's so cringe. Imagine thinking that highly of yourself while also being that rude. Yeah, that's bloody awful. Next time, get up earlier. A choosing beggar wanted my place in line. Years ago, when my wife and I were young in our careers, broke as hell, our oldest boy's only Christmas wish was a laptop computer. This was way out of our reach financially, so I'd been looking everywhere for a good deal on one. I found an ad for a Radio Shack holiday special selling a pretty decent laptop for under $200 in their Black Friday sale. This was at the time an incredible price. I went down to the Radio Shack and I chatted a bit with the staff to find out what to expect and how many they had. They admitted to me that they only had one, and that they only had 1 or 2 of their other doorbuster items. They opened at 5 AM and the guy I chatted with recommended that I arrive early if I wanted it. Okay, maximum effort. After our Thanksgiving dinner, I took a turkey-induced nap, and after we put the kids to bed, I headed down to the strip mall with a book and a camp chair. I was the only one, so I set up right by the door. It was after midnight before anyone else arrived, and people trickled in between then and about 3 AM. Everyone was pretty chatty about what they wanted. At first, I was the only one who was there for the laptop. When it got closer to the opening, there were some different sorts of people showing up. Some trying to talk their way into line, buy a spot for 20 bucks or whatever. About 4 a.m, a guy rolls up in a flashy car, some sort of luxury brand, and comes straight to the head of the line with his Starbucks coffee in hand. He tells me a story about how his kid has cancer, and that the kid's only Christmas wish was that specific laptop. I tell the guy, sorry, but this was my kid's Christmas wish too. That's why I'm here. The guy keeps turning it up. He gets really mean and nasty about how selfish we all are that we don't want to help a cancer kid, and gets right into my personal space. I keep telling him no, but his tone continues to escalate. At that point, I stood up, I folded my camp chair, and I told him, I'm just some guy without much money, but I got up early enough to be first in line. If my kid was battling cancer, I would have been here even earlier, and I sure as hell wouldn't have taken the time to stop for a coffee. Either you're a liar or you're a terrible dad, but either way, I'm not moving. Next time, get up earlier. I'd like to say that everyone clapped, but mostly they just tried to stay out of it and look the other way. The guy just went to the end of the line and everyone else looked embarrassed. The nice, chatty, excited vibe was gone. I could tell by the guy's body language that he was going to try and rush in and get what he wanted after all the doors opened, but the shack employees did a great job. Just before 5 a.m, they came out with a clipboard and went down the line writing down our names and which doorbuster we're buying. Then they gave me a slip with the laptop model printed on it. They had the limited quantity items behind the counter, and I was out of there with a laptop in hand in about 5 minutes. Yeah, next time get up earlier. Yeah, like the top comment says, I absolutely hate when Choosing Beggars use children's cancer as an excuse to get their way. I'm confident that only about 1%, if that, actually have a child with cancer. It's disgusting behavior. That guy had some nerve, but I'm very happy for you that you were able to get your son the laptop. I hope he loved it. Yeah, 1000%. It is disgusting that people use this as some sort of an excuse when, yeah, they probably made it up. Really not good. Choosing Beggar wants me to break wage laws to tutor her kid. I'm a tutor. I charge $22 an hour. This sounds pretty pricey, but PhD students on the website charge $30 to $45 an hour, while teachers charge $40 to $60. Yeah, my initial reaction was not that that's pricey. I'm a teacher and a PhD student, so I am comparatively an absolute bargain. I also offer group classes at $7 per student per session. I charge this low as I'm from a low-income household myself, and I believe that education should be accessible. The website takes 20% of my earnings as a platform fee, 40% for group sessions. I got a student in my group class who was generally a good student, except they were sometimes disruptive in class, trying to distract other students and messing about. As the group class were coming to an end, I got a message from their mother asking if I had any more groups coming up. I said I did, and I gave her some info, but then I added that due to the student's behavior, she might want to think about private sessions. She then said she couldn't afford the private sessions, and I felt bad for suggesting them. However, the kid is smart and willing to learn, and I used to offer discounts, so I said to the mum that I would drop my price to $13.10 an hour. This is the lowest I can legally do, as minimum wage is $10.42, and this gets me $10.48 after platform fees. She says, great, thank you so much. Can I use my free introduction? Each client gets 20 minutes free to meet the tutor to discuss it. I say sure, we book it, and I've just logged off. I have never had a meeting go so bad. She was hostile from the jump. She wanted me to drop my prices again from $13.10 to $7 for private tuition. I said I could not do that as I would be earning just over $5 an hour, which is illegal. I suggested alternatives such as meeting her child once a month rather than weekly, but she wasn't having it, calling me greedy and selfish for charging above minimum wage for something that her kid learns in school for free. What? Oh my god. I say this is minimum wage, and I explain the platform fee and say if she yells at me again, I'm logging off. She says I'm being rude and need to think about how I speak to clients. Oh my god, take a hike. I take a deep breath and I say that I do want to help her kid, so she can either take 13 and say thank you, or she can find another tutor, but I will not tolerate abuse. She then called me the C word and told me to go and F myself. Oh my god. And here's the kicker, the last thing that she said to me, my husband is a solicitor, expect to hear from his office. Now I could be wrong, but a two-parent household where one parent is a solicitor doesn't sound like a low-income household to me. She could be lying, but still I said goodbye and logged off. She's since left me a 1-star review talking about how awful I am as a tutor and a person. The sessions are, of course, recorded for safeguarding purposes, you know, adults talking to kids online, so I'm emailing now to ask them to review the footage and take down the review and suspend the user. But I had to vent about this because what the actual and literal hell was that? Yeah, that's unbelievable and so awful. I think you're undercharging at £22, let alone $7. Yeah, why Why can people be so difficult and just straight up awful sometimes? Like, you don't deserve stuff like this. The absolute entitlement. Hi, y'all, super embarrassed, and I hate to post anonymous, but I've been in a bad way lately, and I'm looking for anyone that can help out. I'm looking for a 2019 on your F-150, preferably a Raptor that they don't need anymore. Nah, this has to be a joke, doesn't it? I don't have much money, any actually, but I promise to pay it forward when I can. I see how generous everyone is in so-and-so, and I love you all. Please, no bad vibes. Yeah, that 100% has to be rage bait, doesn't it? In Australia, they're at least 100 grand for something like this. Like, oh, if you've got one that you don't need anymore, it can't be real. You need to go rent a van, or how I learned to start saying no. In the distant past of 2009, I was a naive 19-year-old. I just finished my first year of college and I was looking forward to all the summer plans I'd been making with friends, new and old. Something I didn't immediately pick up on, but now remember very clearly, is that while most of the people I met in college could drive, most of my high school pals could not. It became clearer and clearer as the days turned into weeks and turned into months. Meeting up with college friends, we'd simply meet somewhere. Maybe someone might need a ride if their vehicle was in the shop. However, meeting up with high school friends, I had to drive around town picking them up. I get complaints about the order I picked them up in, or suggestions that I should get rid of my reliable sedan and get some giant 7-seater SUV. What, just so you can pick your friends up? Nah. The worst one of them was a girl. She was pretty enough that I was sure I wasn't good enough for her. Low self-esteem back in the day. I'm better now. But she was insistent on spending time with me. She'd often reward me for driving her and her friends around with small displays of affection, enough to keep me hooked. I didn't even notice how often that she'd suggest that we change our plans. Yeah, sure, we could do that, but wouldn't it be more fun if we got the girls and we went to this show? Oh, and can you pay for us all? Yeah, I was naive and I let it go on longer than I should have, cancelling plans for her, going car shopping with her, where she, of course, wanted me to buy something enormous and brand new that I could in no way afford. The first event that started to force my eyes open was a birthday party. I had the same birthday as another guy in the friend group, and he pitched the idea that we have a joint party. I was excited to agree to it. It'd be the very first time I've ever had a birthday party. He set up the Facebook event and invited all of our friends. He suggested a potluck style event and had some people sign up with what they want to bring. Pack of soda, bucket of chicken, a big dish of someone's mum's mac and cheese. I agreed to bring the cake and paper plates and napkins and cups. I pick up the other birthday boy, we get to his church basement and we set up. People start showing up and they have nothing that they agreed to bring. They'd come in, give him a gift and then ask where the food was. My co-host pleads with me, please go pick up something really quick. I swear I'll pay you back with my next check. I start calling places and set out, returning in 30 minutes with 2 buckets of chicken and sides, a couple of pizzas and 2 family-sized Chinese entrees, and fried and white rice. It turned into immediate complaints. You got so-and-so pizza when I like so-and-so. You got this pizza when I like this one. You should have gotten chicken from the other place. Accusations rolled off their tongues telling me I ruined his birthday party. I told him that it's my birthday too. My name is on the cake. The one person I'm still friends with went to the gift pile and sorted through it. 2 for me, 37 for the other guy. Of the 2 for me, one was from my friend and the other from the girl I'd been chauffeuring around. I left feeling a mix of depressed and embarrassed. My relationship with that group of people became increasingly distant. Someone sent me screenshots from the other group chats agreeing that I ruined the party by bringing the wrong food and making it about me. The only thing I was good for was being a shuttle. Angry, I asked the girl if that's all I was. A free ride? She insisted that of course I wasn't. She has me pick her up all the time because she likes spending time with me. But it wasn't long before she made the request. She wanted me to take her to the airport for an early flight and she would need to be there at around 3 a.m. I asked if I was just taking her. She tells me yes. Her other friends are going, but their parents or boyfriends are going to drop them off. I pull up at the agreed upon time and out of her door walk 7 girls in total and they all had luggage. She stomps up to me and demands to know why I'm driving my sedan. I remind her that she told me I was just taking her. Yeah, honestly, drive away at this point. She huffs that plans change, so I need to go rent a van real fast. She repeats to me, make it fast, you're embarrassing me right now in front of my friends. It was that moment where something finally clicked for me. I drove away, I shut off my phone and I went to bed. When I woke up, I had several angry text messages and voicemails, as well as finding myself tagged in some very angry Facebook posts. They ended up missing their flights, so I started deleting people, blocking numbers, and I was starting to feel like a new man. It didn't take very long after that for people who were present at the disappointment of a birthday party to start sheepishly contacting me, trying to throw other people under the bus and play things off as a misunderstanding, all to ask me for rides or favors? My first few times saying no included excuses, work and school and family things, but pretty fast I even dropped that, only saying no, sorry, I can't help. I started losing friends, eventually even deleted my accounts. It was a freeing experience. Yeah, these are not friends. So yeah, that's the story of how I learned to say no, and in doing so, excuse myself from an entire friend group of choosing beggars for whom nothing I ever did was enough. I apologize if this isn't choosing beggary enough to be here. Edit. Originally I had every intention of replying to every comment. However, by the time I finish one reply, there are 3 new comments. I've seen more than a few comments expressing hopes that I have a better group of people in my life. I can happily report that over the decades since these events, I do have a wonderful group of friends who return favors and settle debts, and are generally great to have around. Oh yay, that's so awesome. A handful of comments were also expressing their gratitude for my post, saying that it made them happy or gave them something to think about, or they just plain enjoyed reading it. I appreciate your gratitude. That my rambling little story brought anyone even a moment of positivity is much more than I ever would have expected. I don't have much else to add, so I'll end this edit with this. Do something nice for yourself today, even if it's something small. You deserve it. Wow, that's so awesome. But also not awesome, like those quote-unquote friends are not even friends. They sounded awful. So worried about how they're gonna look in front of their other friends that they forget to be a decent person. Very sad and very cringe behavior, but yeah, at least that's in the past. $20 dishes on Facebook Marketplace. Is this still available? Is this still available? Hello, is this still available? Would you be willing to donate for free to me and my husband? We recently got a house after living on the streets for 3 years and are in desperate need of decor. Could you deliver? We lack a car, sadly, which is what makes this so much harder. Yeah, no, and I feel like that's enough for today, guys. Let's read something that's not aggravating. I gave this girl my number and she keeps sending me pictures of her rock collection. She could be messing with me, but I could care less. She's hysterical. This one is the watermelon, lol. Wow, the watermelon one looks sick. I know, right? Check this one out. God, that's so cute. The beginning of a beautiful relationship. I yelled at him for being on the counter and now he's taunting me. I'm not completely on the counter. I'm only touching the counter. Is that okay? Also super cute. I love how many scratching things they have in the background. They've got like 4 scratches on the floor. That's a dedicated cat owner. I overheard a teenage boy buying a Valentine's card that said, "We are the same kind of weird." Shop assistant said, "Is this for your girlfriend?" And he said, "No, it's for my grandma." Oh, that's cute as well. The wholesome memes are bloody fire today. No, for my grandma. Bloody adorable. I spilled my whole coffee in class today and the guy in front of me asked what kind of drink it was, and I told him. I looked up from my laptop at one point and he wasn't sitting in front of me anymore, and then 10 minutes later or so he comes back into class with my exact order. I'm crying. Wow, that's so sweet. That's such a nice thing to do. Love that so much. Hello, please no negative comments and no referrals to a nursing home or assisted living. I'm a 50-year-old woman looking for a room to rent with my own bathroom and off-street parking in a home that's kept clean, a walk-in shower with safety bars, no pets, no kids, for $300 or less per month, including utilities, and in walking distance to stores and restaurants. No partiers, drug addicts, or liars, preferably with a nurse that can do daily wound dressings. What? Oh my god, what an incredible start to the video. And also this poster raises so many different questions. What do you mean daily wound dressings? And you want a place for $300 or less per month, including utilities? Like, are we living in the same year? What are you talking about? Yeah, like this comment says, sounds like someone who hasn't been in the housing market for the last 50 years. Can you give me a ride back home? Nah, I can't. Bro, holy crap, you're such a you know what? And I'm not even upset about the ride, trust me, I don't care. Nah, you're just a, you know. Bro, why do you never do anything? No, I literally already got a ride. I had plans. You're just a, what's a word that's similar to this? Like a wimp or something? You're just a wimp, bro, holy crap. So biatch made. Even so-and-so snuck his car out, and you can't drive with permission. It's genuinely sad. Bro, the only thing you do is beg me for rides. Why don't you understand that I can't just go out of my way to drop you that far? Get your own license, because literally anyone else that has a car would do it. Stop complaining to me. Bro, you're literally a wimp. School to home, nothing else. Zero friends, zero social interaction. You literally do nothing but sit at home and study. It's genuinely pathetic. Your life is so miserable. Oh my god, how dare you? I've driven more alone without a... and it cuts off. So what, is this person meant to be your friend? Hell no, stop talking to them immediately. immediately. You shouldn't even entertain somebody that's this rude. That's so entitled and so awful. Yeah, like the top comment. Well, if anyone else would give you a ride, ask them first. Yeah, that's right. Go get somebody else to do it. But yeah, nobody's ever going to do anything for you if you talk to them like this. Can't believe how rude they were, saying that they have a miserable life and calling them names over and over again. The audacity. I hope this isn't against the rules, but my feelings have been a little hurt. A mother posted on my local group asking for assistance because she's 9 months pregnant and didn't have anything for the baby. So I did what crocheters do best. I made a matching hat, mitten and boot set for her and was starting on a blanket for her. I didn't expect anything in return for it. I just did it because I wanted to. When I private messaged her to show her, she replies with, "That's so sweet, but no thank you. I'm looking for real baby clothes and baby items. I don't have money to buy expensive items, so I'm feeling a little hurt that my hard work wasn't considered real baby items. I hope I didn't break any rules. Picture of the hat just to show it." Wow, that's so bad. To completely disregard all the work that they put into this and so easily dismiss them. Yeah, that's so sad. I hope they realize how rude that was. The top comment says, "I'd proudly wear the very real thoughtful handmade gift if my head wasn't barrel-like." Nice one. I'm looking for a part-time job. I need to make $500 a week. I can only work Thursday and every other weekend. Unless it's nice outside. Then I'll need to be off with pay. Thanks in advance. Any leads are helpful. So you can only work on a Thursday and every second weekend, but if it's nice weather you can't. When they say then I'll need off with pay, did they mean they want to get paid on the weekend for not working and being outside in the sun? I'm so confused if they're not joking. Guy who bought my parents' old record player. This guy came to my parents' house, tested out the record player, inspected all of the parts of it, said it was fine, and then bought it. He then came back to my mum complaining that he'd missed the condition of the stylus while inspecting it. When my mum reminded him that it was over 30 years old and the listing was clear that it was being sold as is, he tried to guilt trip her into a refund with the good old Jesus tactic. "Hi, do you recall when the stylus on the JVC was last replaced?" He's not really sure, but maybe 1990-ish? That would make sense because it's pretty well worn out. It'll cost me about $70 to replace that. "Good morning. Given the condition of the stylus, would you guys consider taking it back?" "No, it was sold as is." That's not very Christian of you. There's no way I could have spotted a worn stylus while listening to it through a boombox. Bro, they said it's over 30 years old. Yeah, like the top comment says, I would assume that I'd have to replace the stylus on a 30-year-old record player. Beats Solo Wireless 3, $150. Is this item still available? Yeah. I'll give you $20 for them. Was that supposed to be $200? Nope. Yeah, good luck, my dude. Trade for the surfboard? No, but how much are you gonna sell the surfboard for? I haven't posted it yet, but I'm planning to post at $200. Okay, how about 20 for it? And they respond with a laughing emoji. I see what you did there. Well, at least they were good sports about it. That's so funny. I'm happy they had a sense of humor. Like, hey, you just did what I did to you, and now I realize that I probably shouldn't have done that. I'm realizing now that a $20 offer for $150 headphones is actually quite unreasonable. New York City beggar pouts over scam. I was standing in line for Popeyes the other day when this beggar came in and asked me to pay for her meal. She said that she wasn't just some homeless beggar, she was between jobs. As a recovering fentanyl addict, I can guarantee you that she was an opiate addict just by looking at her while waiting in line. Eventually, she suckered some nice Latino businessman to help her, but he spoke very little English. As soon as she realized this, her last remaining brain cells started to work and she booked it to the counter and asked the worker to add $35 family meal with a large drink. The guy then added his order, but when the total popped up, he asked the cashier why it was so much, and luckily she knew Spanish and explained what happened. He told the cashier to remove her order, and since she screwed with him, he made it a singular Popeyes biscuit with a water cup, and she saw it changed and got pissed, so we removed her order altogether and then she stormed off. I thought it was just a serve, to be honest, and before some golden boy comes in here saying that she was just hungry and wanted to get the most that she could, you should have seen the way that she looked when she ordered the meal. She knew that she was trying to take advantage of this guy, and I'm glad that she got nothing. Wow, so they try to rip somebody off and they get upset when it doesn't work. Like, do you not realize that you're in the wrong? Another thing, if I ever meet someone I could consider marrying, that man will have to pay me to be a full-time mother. If I have to give up my hopes and dreams and career to raise a child, my starting salary is $200,000. I'm not gonna have a financial loss. FYI, I'm trained in all areas of domestic life and have been offered $200K to nanny, plus weekends off and paid vacations. Definitely seeking the same deal to have my own children. So you don't want to have have kids? It is a joke, isn't it? A lesson for my 13-year-old. My son is a city kid. He's familiar with navigating social cues from city people of all kinds. He also has a big heart and likes to do random acts of kindness if he has a few bucks to spare. Today we stopped in our local grocery store to grab a lazy dinner from their hot bar/deli, and there was a man asking for money at the door. Son offers to get him a sandwich if he comes to pick one out. I didn't interfere. I let my son lead the way. Man decides that he fancies a rack of ribs instead, grabs it from the hot bar and pushes it at my kid to hold. Son yelps because the container is piping hot. Then I notice his eyes kind of get big when he sees the price. This is when I stepped in, grabbed our food and the ribs and briskly walked out. I mumbled to my son, "It's okay, I'll pay for this." The man hovers over us as we pay, then asks if we could give him a couple of dollars too. His words, "I'm a grandfather, I'm not a bad person." My dear son says, "Enjoy your meal," and we both scurry away. Man heads back to the front entrance and starts asking others for money while sucking down a whole rack of ribs. I watch my son process everything that just happened on the drive home. I hope he doesn't let things like this jade him, and I hope he'll always have a charitable heart. Yeah, 100%. Hopefully not. Yeah, like the top comment says, both of you seem like extremely kind people. It's a shame some seem to take advantage of that. The fact that your biggest concern is not the money he cost you, but the fact that your son might become less generous to others speaks volumes about who you are and how you raise your children. I don't think you have anything to worry about. Woman calls me an a-hole even though I wanted to cover all costs. This happened about a year ago. I was giving some model railway stuff away for free. I said only pick up, no shipping. A woman texted me and told me a story about her dad who loves model trains but has fallen very ill and she doesn't know how long he's gonna live, and asked me if I could send it to her. Usually I don't believe in stories like this, but I just thought I'll make an exception this time. So I told her I can ship it to her if she covers the cost, €5, and after that I get a message telling me that she only has €2 or something like that on her bank account. This was like 1 or 2 weeks before Christmas, and I thought I'd do something nice if I covered the shipping, and I told her to send me her address and I'll ship it to her. After that I got no messages from her for 2 days, and I gave the stuff to another person. After 4 days she sends me her address and I told her that I already gave it away. She then called me an a-hole for not reserving the stuff for her, and tells me another story about her child was sick and that's why she couldn't text me. Now comes my favorite part. Then she asked me if she could buy something else from me that was like €10 and if I could cover the shipping on that. I just told her to F off. Yeah, like the other post, they're trying so hard to do something nice and they're like, "No, I wouldn't normally do this, but I'm gonna do this, okay?" And then it all just blows up in their face. Are you a nurturing and responsible individual with a passion for childcare? Look no further. We're seeking a reliable and dedicated live-in nanny to join our loving family. Join us at our bustling martial arts academy and embark on an exciting journey of personal and professional growth. Perks of the job: free housing and meals provided, ensuring your needs are met while you care for our little ones. Enjoy a fantastic salary of $1,500 per month with the potential for pay increases as our business flourishes. Long-term position with us for a decade, creating stability and security while we build our dreams together. The opportunity to support with homeschooling assignments, nurturing young minds and promoting their educational development. Embrace the warmth of our family environment as we seek a candidate who shares similar values and faith. Responsibilities: be a loving and attentive caretaker for our 3 wonderful children, all under the age of 6. Assist with homeschooling assignments, encouraging a love for learning and intellectual growth. Maintain a tidy and organized home environment, ensuring both safety and comfort for our little ones. Collaborate closely with us as we manage and run our martial arts academy, allowing us to focus on our business while you tend to the children. Qualifications: clear drug test, background check and a live scan required to ensure the safety of our children. CPR certification, a valuable asset that guarantees the ability to handle any unforeseen situations. Preference given to individuals who share our faith and hold similar views, fostering a harmonious and cohesive family environment. Join our family-oriented team and embark on a rewarding career where you not only care for our precious children, but become an integral part of our lives. Don't miss this incredible opportunity to grow with us as we navigate the joys and challenges of parenthood and entrepreneurship together. Apply now and become our cherished live-in nanny. The top comment: while we build our dreams together, took me out. Yeah, a little bit. Oh, don't worry, you'll have your decade of $18,000 a year salary with 0 benefits and no 401k or other items that you'd find at almost any burger place. Also, that $9 an hour is assuming 40 hours a week. No way this doesn't turn into an all day, all night on call sort of thing. Yeah, it's barely a job, it's like a lifestyle. I've asked my friend to make the wedding cake for me for 75 plus people, and she's come back asking if I'm contributing to the cost of the cake, as it's going to cost her $300 plus to make it. Am I wrong to be offended that she's not gifting me the cake as a wedding present? You're asking them to do a service for you? Did they ever say this was going to be your wedding present? You can't just spring that on them and expect them to pay. If they offered to do it as a wedding present, then yeah, fine. But yeah, like the top comment says, when entitled people find out that you have a skill, they think it's a free service. You're putting them in a position where they're going to feel bad if they don't do it for free. Like, you don't really get to decide if it's a wedding gift or not. Obviously not what they had in mind. I'm looking for a reliable 16-year-old driver or older that can be my assistant for the next week. Qualifications include clean driving record, knows how to drive stick shift, knows how to not look at their phone and drive, not a smart car that's quiet. I'm looking for a reliable car that can take me to doctor's appointments, grocery store and business meetings. I am kind, a little rude because I have severe internal pain from being on life support for the whole month of August. I am pretty down to earth and mellow, worked since I was 12 in different jobs here and there. I'm not looking for a kid who talks about TikTok and trends and drives a Tesla. Prefer old school vibes. Need it for the next week due to my car being broken down. I have money but I can't really waste it due to lawsuits I'm in due to stalkers, death threats sent to my social media and lies from the media. And I will not be paying a kid $15 an hour when my father made me sell mistletoe for $1.50 in the 90s. Let me know if you have any kids in mind. Hours include 9 to 12 a.m. and probably 4 to 10 p.m. I like to go at night to run errands, less stressful. So are they offering pay at all? Yeah, this is all kinds of confusing. And yeah, like this comment says, how many errands can this person on life support possibly have? Yeah, this needs so much more context. I'm trying to get a feel for who's out there. My fiance and I are looking for a potential sitter. Starting in LV Toba, Louis Vuitton Toba is the goal, possibly sooner for our 3-year-old son. The ideal candidate would be 21 plus and has 1 kiddo. 2 can be considered, but will need to be brought to our attention first. Care will have to be at our home, no exceptions. Pay will be determined closer to starting date. Estimated as of now would be $100 a week at least. We'll be located in so-and-so. We will compensate for what we feel is fair. Yeah, okay, but what do you feel is fair? Because that's not what everybody else feels is fair. Yeah, like the top comment, what we feel is fair is probably going to be absolutely nothing. Yeah, that's right. As we know from the Choosing Beggars subreddit, what some people think is fair, most people definitely don't. Lady demands same-day delivery. I don't have the screenshots anymore, but a few years ago, I was fixing up old furniture and reselling it on Facebook Marketplace. 95% of my sales were picked up by the client because they wanted to do a final inspection before purchasing, which I was okay with. Then there was this lady, I'll call her CB for Choosing Beggar. Choosing Beggar was interested in a rocking chair that I made almost a year prior that no one seemed interested in. I let her buy it for $100 less than asking just to get it out of my shed. She then asked me when to expect it. I explained that most people come and pick them up, but I'd be willing to deliver it over the weekend if she needed me to. She said it was unacceptable and it needed to be delivered the same day. I asked her address and she was 3.5 hours away and it was already 6:30 p.m. She was adamant that it be delivered that night or else she would demand a refund for the item that she hadn't actually paid for yet. I told her there'd be an express delivery fee of $250 and I didn't ever get a response. Why would somebody say something like this? Like, this is nonsense. Have you lost your mind? No, it must be delivered today. No, it definitely doesn't have to be delivered today. And yeah, that's right, it shouldn't even need to be delivered at all. They should be picking it up. Yeah, wow, that's so frustrating. Nanny groom, opportunity for someone who loves kids and horses to come help with 2 primary school age kids and 3 well-behaved ponies. Hours can be flexible depending on your availability. The role includes school pickup and drop-off, help getting ready for school the next day, meal prep, exercising ponies and help with their general care. £15 an hour with opportunity to keep your own horse or pony on site. $15 an hour for 2 kids and 3 ponies. Wow, maybe try doubling that hourly rate. Yeah, judging by the 45 comments and the 23 likes, a lot of people have some stuff to say about this. But yeah, that's kind of 2 jobs in one, isn't it? My beggar story. I work at a coffee shop in a big city for context. When I was shutting up shop about a month ago, a man comes in and asks for a coffee. I don't like to assume that people can't pay because I feel like that could be rude, especially if they were planning to pay. So I rung him up for a coffee. He then sheepishly told me that he couldn't actually afford the coffee and was hoping that I could just give him one. Normally I wouldn't because we're in an area of town with so many homeless people around that if I gave one person a free cup of coffee, then suddenly I'd start getting homeless regulars on top of the normal ones. It's literally under 10 minutes before close though, and I had a whole pot of coffee that I was about to dump down the sink. So I was like, what the heck, I'll give him a cup. He had an anxious energy about him which made me feel cautious. So I kept an eye on him even as I turned to get him a coffee. The pot's on the counter behind the register. As soon as he thinks I've completely turned away from him, he sticks his hand into my tip jar lightning fast. Luckily, I was watching him and have very fast reflexes myself, so I swung around and caught his wrist and held him in a vice grip. His eyes got super wide and he started saying he was sorry over and over again. I told him to get the hell out and never come back. Well, last week I was shutting and he walks in and asks for a coffee. I guess maybe he thought I forgot about him or that I couldn't remember what he looked like. I told him once again to get the hell out of my shop. He would walk a few steps and then turn toward me very slowly, like he was expecting me to change my mind. So I had to yell to get him out like 3 times. I do like to help people when I can, but people really make it hard sometimes. You're like, you know what, I am gonna give you a free cup of coffee, and then they try to steal from you. Yeah, I think that's enough of this subreddit for today, guys. Time for something wholesome. Yeah, the horizontal mumbo is cool, but have you ever woken up from a dream, went back to sleep, and the dream picked up from where it left off? Yeah, that's such a good feeling, as long as it's not a nightmare or something. When my daughter was 7 years old, she once interrupted a bedtime story to tell me, in a pie eating contest, it doesn't matter if you win or lose, because you get to eat pie. I think about that a lot. That's so interesting. I'm sure that could be used as a metaphor for something in life, like so optimistic. The pet store dropped him off to be euthanized because his feet fell off. One of our staff decided to adopt him and named him Lieutenant Dan. Aw, Lieutenant Dan. That's a really beautiful outcome. You're not even watching the movie? Me? Yes, I am. And then 5 seconds later, asleep. Wow, that's so cute, the last picture. When I was 12, I babysat this girl for a few years and she would come to me and show me her art, drag me by my wrists and point at the pieces she'd made during the week, and she'd be like, do the voice, and I'd put on a sports announcer Olympic style voice and be like, such a form, this level of coloring. Why, I haven't seen such perfection in Crayola in a long time. And what is this? Why, Jeff, now this is a true risk. It seems that she's made a monochrome pink canvas. I haven't seen this attempted since winter 1932, and I gotta say, Jeff, it's absolutely splendid. And she'd fall back giggling. At the end of every night, she'd check with me, did you really like it? And I'd say yeah, and talk about something I noticed, and tucked her in. She was just accepted into 3 major art schools. She wrote me a letter. Inside was a picture from when she was younger, monochrome pink. Thank you, it said, to somebody who saw the best in me. Wow, that's such a beautiful story. Oh, that's so nice. The moment you got that letter would have been so awesome. To the person who noticed my open sunroof during a thunderstorm, I thank you with all of my heart for your random act of kindness. This is so needed after reading Choosing Beggars. Bro, I got kicked out of God of War. Did you turn off Steam Fam Share? No, I did not remove you. You and I can play at the same time. I really wanted to play God of War. Can you play it another time and let me play now? No, you can play after I play. I bought the game, so I guess I deserve to play. Oh, stop being so selfish, lol. You own that game. You can play whenever you want. How's it selfish to play a game that you bought? That's what I'm doing. I'm playing whenever I want. Why don't you just buy it if you like the game so much? It's on sale anyway. Yeah, but why should I buy it when I can play it through your account? Yeah, you know what? I'm removing you from FamShare. Enjoy. Oh, F you. Yeah, you don't really have any right to be upset. And obviously they've been letting them play the game up until this point, and they're definitely not very grateful. Why can't I keep playing the game that you paid for? Come on. You're so selfish. I don't want the lunch size. I used to work as a server at Olive Garden when I was in college a few years back. There was this guy Jay who worked as a busser during the time, who latched onto me as a friend, mainly because I was nice to him and all the other servers ignored him. He was kind of a weird guy, smelled like he didn't wear deodorant, and had strong political opinions. Wow, strong political opinions and no deodorant? That's a bad combination. But I'd ask how his day was going and I'd listen to him when he talked to me, mostly because I was raised to be nice and inclusive. There was one day that I didn't have class and my manager asked if I could cover for someone who had to leave due to an emergency. So since I was broke, I figured I could use the extra bucks. I came in around 1 PM and as soon as I walked in the door, Jay came up to me and without even a hey man or a hello, he just says, will you buy me lunch today? I was a little frustrated that he just asked without even greeting me, and I asked him why he couldn't get it himself. He was saying how since he gets paid every 2 weeks, he's short on money, but since I'm a server and I get tips, he'd know that I have cash for making change and stuff. Rude, but whatever. We did get an employee discount on food so it wouldn't be too expensive. I asked him what he wanted and he said the chicken Alfredo. I don't know if you know, but Olive Garden is expensive, so even with my discount, it was going to be like $13. I tell him fine, but don't expect me to do this all the time, and he runs off into the kitchen all excited without even thanking me. Like, dude, what? It was lunch and we were running a soup and a half pasta meal, so I figured that I'd ring that in as an employee meal so I could eat the soup at least. In brackets, Olive Garden soup is the best. I send in the meal and I start doing my normal shift work, but it was a slower afternoon, so I wasn't crazy busy. 10 minutes later, he walks up to me and says, "Hey man, they made a small portion. Can you get them to make a full size or send in another so I can get two?" I was pissed. I told him, "Nah man, I got your lunch. I'm broke too, so you can take it or leave it." And I went back to my tables. He came up to me later and was talking in a joking manner about how we saw that small plate of pasta and was like, "Nah, I'll leave it, haha." During my shift, as I went to pull food from the window for my tables, I saw that chicken Alfredo sit for the whole shift. I still get mad thinking about it. Yeah, and fair enough too. That's so bloody rude. Hey, can you buy me lunch? Except they didn't even say hey, didn't say thank you, and it still wasn't good enough. Yeah, that's so frustrating. Hey ladies, I'm having a small issue finding childcare with school starting up again. I've been taking care of the kids since I was in school, and I finally took a huge step and I got my first job. I may not find someone to give me a chance, so I don't want to lose it over a few bad babysitters. I need a babysitter for my 5 wonderful children from 6 a.m. to 5 p.m. Monday to Friday. I will be getting ready for work until 7 so I can offer limited help with breakfast and packing school lunch. I will also be home around 3, and I'll ask that you stay until 5 to, give me some time to cool down after my shift. During the day, your role will be taking the older kids to school and then helping with homeschooling my youngest 3. I need lunch to be prepared by 12. When I come home for break, my husband usually comes around 11 to 1 p.m. for lunch. You tell him to help you for that one. I'll also need you to pick up my oldest 2 from school. Oh my god, what else do you need? You must be CPR certified, and I'm okay with you bringing one other child, as long as you're their guardian and they're older than 8 years old. Driving the kids around will require you to have a large vehicle, so please be aware. Pay will be $150 a week, depending on qualifications. As an added bonus, I'm working with a business selling Herbalife, so I can give you very good discounts. Yeah, there's gonna need to be more added bonuses than that. Thank you very much, and I look forward to hearing from you. You're asking somebody to work from 6 a.m. to 5 p.m. Monday to Friday for $150 a week? What universe do these people live in? Are they completely out of touch? Or do they for some reason feel like people should do this for them? Like, would you do this for $2 an hour? Or like almost $3 an hour? Almost definitely not, but they still ask other people to do it. I'm willing to pay $115 because I'm going through Monday issues right now, and I'm staying in a shelter, and that is all I have to my name, and I really need a phone. Will you take $115? And they respond, I don't give a F. Well, you don't have to be rude. Yeah, I do. Go flip a phone from Walmart if you need a phone. You don't have to be rude. And what do I look like buying a flip phone? And little boy, you're not gonna disrespect me. I'm not gonna take that. It was a simple question, yes or no. You don't need to go off on me. You're not worth my time because I just got an iPhone 14 Pro Max for $450 on Facebook. And by the way, I lied. I have $3,000 to my name, so bye. That's it. Yeah, what was the point of confessing this? Yeah, just so you know, I was completely lying to you. That's not good. Like, hey, I'm sure you suspected that I was making stuff up. Well, guess what? I was. Okay, free food boxes. Is this all processed food? Nothing fresh? I'm looking but not seeing actual real food. This is sad, but I guess it'll help if people are literally starving. You go get fresh food donations or purchase it with your own money. Be grateful there's still people like this in the community that want to help. This person's helping and you complaining on the internet? Yeah, complaining about free food? Yeah, the bloody audacity. What's this? You're doing something kind for the community? Not good enough. Happened a few years ago. I noticed that my skin kept changing on Minecraft, so I changed all of my passwords. I got this email afterwards and really couldn't believe the nerve. Hey man, I didn't know that account I was using was yours. I was on there for a while with my friend and he said that he bought one and gave it to me apparently. Apparently not so. If you can let me use it, it'll only be on one server that all my friends are on called Orsvol. That'd be greatly appreciated, and me and my parents, I know how this sounds, but simply I can't afford a $20 payment on Minecraft, so if you can help me out please. So what you're saying is that your friend hacked into my account and gave you the details? No chance. Tell your friend that they're a piece of crap and don't try accessing my account again. Yeah, I was mad at them too, but that account is a lot to me now because I use it on a server and I'm broke and I can't afford one. Do you mind me using it? It would be seriously appreciated. Yeah, judging from what they said, they do mind you using it. This account that I've been using that doesn't belong to me that my friend hacked into, I've really grown to become quite fond of it. It's become like a part of me. Yes, sorry, but no. I'm looking for a young adult, 18 to 30, to assist with special needs son in AM for his 7:05 bus pickup and the 4p, 4:35p sometimes bus drop-off. Would need to G-tube feed him both times and make 5 sausages and then 1 bag of snack food after school. I really wish to go back to work and I truly need a friend and assistance. I would be asking for 50 to 75 a week for bills. Food will be your responsibility. I had stomach sleeve surgery 1 year ago and my diet and my son's is way different from yours possibly. I have a 5-bedroom home, so room would be private with shared second bathroom. Only on weekends when my other 2 sons come over. They're 12 and 10, but very responsible and respectful. Looking for someone yesterday, please inquire via email. So you're paying $300 a month in rent for a bedroom and a shared bathroom, but you also have to be a carer for their special needs son. Like, I'm sure there are people that if they only had to pay $300 a month in rent and that got them somewhere to live and they just had to do a bus pick up and drop off every now and then, like, yeah, okay, but I guarantee that's not what had happened. It'd end up being like a full-time job and you're still not getting paid. Yeah, like this comment. So wait, this woman is asking for a special needs nanny, but you pay her? Yeah, you'd 100% be a live-in caretaker and they're trying to find a way where they don't have to pay somebody? Yeah, nah. Hello, is this still available? Hey, yeah, it's still available. Do you accept trades? Reasonable. Very, very reasonable. It would depend on what the trade is. Can I trade you something for 2 controllers? Still gonna depend on what you're offering. A 2 terabyte SSD drive that you can use to increase your storage for your Xbox or PC or laptop. Sorry, unfortunately, I have no need for one. How about for 1 controller? To be honest, I'd never use it. I appreciate the offer, but I'll decline. Or I do have a different offer for 3 controllers, a full set dining table. What is this, a game show? Sorry, I also don't have any use for them. How about this shoe for the green controller? Yeah, no thanks. How about a $60 heater and fan? Last offer. It works. I'm very sorry, but I mainly want cash. How much can you do for 1 controller? That could be the funniest Choosing Beggar post I've read in a long time. If you're not interested in my sweaty shoes, I can also offer you a dining set. It feels like it should not be hard to pay someone to sit on my couch and watch whatever streaming service they desire and eat our food while my children sleep. My 2-year-old just asked for 1 more tiny kiss, and it's almost like earlier today I didn't think to myself, there's a reason that the baby box at the fire station is too small to fit a toddler in there. Yeah, like the top comment says, how many times does this need saying? When you pay someone to do a job, it's not just the work they're doing that you're paying them for. You're paying them for their time. They can't do anything else while they're working. They can't do what they choose. They can't go where they want, do another job, etc. Even if you're paying them to do nothing, which isn't the case anyway, then people still need compensating for the time they're giving you. Yeah, 1,000,000%. Once my riding mower for free. I was selling an old not working riding mower for $250 on Facebook. Mind you, it was the cheapest one by a mile on there. Average non-working was like $500 plus. The new one at a big box at $2,000 and a half decent one on Facebook is $1,000. For the next couple of hours, my phone got blasted by the cringiest people you can imagine. Here are some of my favorite examples. Beggar 1. I can do you a big favor and I can take it off your hands if you deliver it to my house. I even pay you $10 for gas. Half an hour from my house, and I said in description I don't deliver, yet he thought I'd just drop it off at his house for free. The old I'm doing you a favor because I'm taking it off your hands. Like, if you just give it to me for free and deliver it, that would benefit you greatly. No, it wouldn't. Beggar number 2 drives over and looks at it. It doesn't work. Did not read the description and ignore my message repeating that it didn't work. Tell you what, it's not worth anything. And I saw another one on Facebook for $100 and that was working. But since I'm here, I'd give you $20 and I'll take it right now. I asked about this magical $100 working riding mower and he said that his phone was charging. Beggar number 3, my favorite, sends a giant paragraph saying that I don't know anything about mowers and that I'm scamming people by listing a mower for $250, saying if I want to do it right by the community, I sell it to him for $50 since he sees them all the time for $50, trying to guilt trip you into selling it to them for cheap. That's so bad. Like, if you don't practically give this to me, you're doing a disservice to society. Hey, I need a sitter for tonight. I saw your ad and I'm interested. Okay, this is kind of short notice, but I should be able to tonight. What age are your kids and what hours tonight? Any details will be appreciated. We have twin 3.5-year-olds and a 2-year-old. Be aware, none of them are potty potty trained yet, but you're more than welcome to work on it. We'd like you to come. Oh, I'm sorry, the message kinda cut off. I didn't get the last part. The potty training part is fine, I can work with it. Come over at 6, but before 7 at the latest. What are your rates? For 3 kids, I can do 15 an hour. Do you know how long I'll be sitting? At least until midnight, possibly later. In no way will we be paying 15. We've had several sitters in the past and never paid more than 8. I can do 60. I'm sorry, I can't do that. 15 an hour minimum. I don't want to waste any more of your time, so 15 or nothing. Our kids are very well behaved and they'll be sleeping most of the time anyway. You'll barely have to do anything. I used to babysit for $10 a night. Be great for... And they kept cutting off. Barely have to do anything. They're not even potty trained, lol. Good luck. Maybe you can sucker some poor teenager to babysit. Yeah, 1000%. They're suckering people into doing stuff. Like it's not a good deal, and they know it isn't a good deal. They're trying to find somebody who doesn't know any better or really, really needs the money. It's not good. I'm looking to get the Joker on my forearm. Anyone want to do it for free? In brackets, bragging rights. You want someone to give you a free tattoo? Why do people cheap out on tattoos? It doesn't make any sense. You're gonna end up with awful tattoos that you have on you forever. You don't win by getting some random person to tattoo you for free. We've read stuff like this so many different times and it's so confusing. Okay, so wait a second. This is gonna be on my body forever. Well, I better cheap out and get somebody to do it that probably doesn't even know how to do it. Yeah, that's not a good idea. $5 HP monitor. Is this still available? Hi, yes it is. Both Dell and HP are available. Is it LCD or LED? LCD. Dimensions. It's a 19-inch monitor. Dell part number is E1914HF. HP is LV1911. Oh, I'm looking for this dimension. 13.5 inch, 11 inch. I need the screen for my design project. Is it for $5? So they send a Dell user's guide. Please give me dimensions of both LCD monitors. This is the HP. Dell. I'll take the Dell. Are you in so-and-so? Does the Dell have HDMI? I'm in so-and-so off so-and-so road. No, both monitors only have VGA port. Are you still interested? No, I need HDMI. And apparently all of this information is in the description, but they're just not reading it. There are VGA to HDMI adapters. I can throw in a VGA to DisplayPort adapter I have spare. That's sweet, but I don't know if it'll work out for me. Can you send me a picture of the adapter so that I can see if it'll fit in my setup? It's actually VGA to HDMI. I need these 2 ports. The blue one in your picture is VGA. The long slotted one looks like smart card of some sort. And to the left of the blue VGA, it looks like HDMI maybe. Yeah, one is HDMI and the other is power supply. Yep, my monitor only has one VGA port out the back and I can give you the adapter from VGA to HDMI. I need the HDMI to go into that converter of yours. It has to be the female socket because I have a male USB. It is, ma'am. It's a $5 monitor and I'm throwing in a $10 converter for you for free. If it doesn't work for you, I understand, but that's the most I can do at the moment. Alright, I'll take it and I'll figure out the setup. I'm in so-and-so. Okay, I'm off so-and-so and it's pickup only. Oh, I don't have a car. Let me see. Any probability of you coming to so-and-so anytime soon? No, okay? They're so exhausting. A homeless person no longer wants to come to our city because he has to call to get free accommodation. This happened to me just now. I work in a town hall in a small town and I sometimes take care of the telephone switchboard when the reception people are busy. This morning I received a call from a homeless person who informed me that he would be in town the afternoon and he'd like to know if our town has emergency accommodation to spend the night. I inform him that the person who takes care of this is currently in an appointment, but that I'll contact him again as soon as I have the information. The manager then informs me that we do indeed have 2 emergency accommodations, but the person must call 115, emergency number for homeless people, to have access to them because we're not the ones who take care of them. I called the gentleman back, happy to know that he could sleep somewhere this evening. Hello, sir, I have the information you need. So indeed, we do have several accommodations available in the town. However, you must call 115 to see the availability because we don't have access to it. I've not yet arrived in your department. Can you reserve it for me? No, unfortunately we can't. 115 takes care of it. Call them and they'll be able to redirect you to the person who manages our sector. No, I don't mind following the rules, but your thing is complicated. I'm no longer interested in coming to your town. And he hangs up. Dude, no one asked you to come to our town. Why are you offended at having to make a phone call to not sleep outside? Yeah, what? Yeah, like the top comment says, why do I get the impression that this guy thinks he's booking a hotel instead of a homeless shelter? What's that? Make a phone call? Oh, God, no. I'm no longer interested. The case of the hospital photo ID. I stopped for gas and and got approached by a man whose vehicle was already at a pump. He said he needed to get back home but left his wallet behind. Could I loan him $20? He was wearing a hospital badge at his waist and called my attention to the fact that he had a job. It was for the hospital where my wife worked. So I asked if he knew her. Of course he said he did. I said I could give him the $20 and he could give it back to her. He liked that idea. I took out my phone and I started unlocking it to take a photo of him. He thought I'd reached into my pocket for the $20 but realized I didn't. I told him I'd take a photo of him and the badge so my wife would know who to expect. He jumped into the car and bolted before I could get my photo. I thought that was about as odd as the fact that the photo on the badge didn't match his face. Oh my god, what? Yeah, the top comment, these beggars are getting creative. Yeah, that's confusing. Homeless influencer who refuses to work has immediate need for self-care. Immediate needs not having been met yet. Housing and answers from LE and FBI. Money for the kids' glasses. 3 pairs on Zenny Optical is about $160 to $200 with shipping. Not bad at all. Money for my baby girl's birthday gift. Hopefully Xavier's dad will make another repayment installment to me for X's half of the Airbnb money that he owes me, and I can just use that. Groceries. All self-care has been halted since February. Haven't had a facial, pedi or mani in 7 months. She has no custody of any of her children and hasn't for 4+ years. Their fathers take care of their glasses, school supplies, birthday gifts, etc. She was offered a job making $12 an hour and made a 45-minute video screaming about how that's not good enough, but she needs housing and a facial. The other day she was begging for 10 grand to restart her life. I can't make this crap up. Yeah, I feel like we've read enough Choosing Beggars for today. That was so fun, but I'm so ready to read something wholesome. Someone's cow just walked over and fell asleep on me. Now I can't move or else I'll wake her up. Oh, I'm pretty sure we've read this one before, but it's okay because it's so beautiful. That's so bloody cute. I want a cow to fall asleep on me. So adorable. 5 stars, great product. I bought this for my 17-year-old cat who's sick and can no longer get up in the window to bird watch. It's perfect for him to sit on the bed. Very lifelike fish. Thank you for making his day a little brighter. Oh, equally as adorable. Good wholesome memes today. Dog finds and guards family's bread whenever they leave the house. It ain't much, but it's honest work. Oh, what a legend. I know this bread is very special to you, so I'm gonna make sure I protect it. Thank you so much. Select your spirit chunk. Yeah, I don't know about you guys, but the third one, 100%. Chunky little raccoon. Cute little burglar. I need a babysitter every day, 9 a.m. to 7 p.m. Weekly pay, $175 a week. 2 11-year-olds, 1 5-year-old and 1 1-year-old. So $25 a day for 10-hour days. Yeah, what? Once again, good luck finding somebody to do this, but also not really, because 1, you need to pay people more than this, and 2, the people who will do this might not be the sort of people that you want around your kids. Yeah, like the top comment says, 25 a day, 10-hour days and 4 kids. All I'm saying is you'll get what you pay for, so don't go cheap on babysitting. Choosing Beggar wants custom dress made for her for free. In search of somebody who will make this dress for me. This person. I'm not looking to buy it. Yeah, she makes custom dresses exactly as you want them. Does she do it for free? Nobody's gonna make a custom dress for free. Thanks, but this is a buy nothing group. So what, you expect somebody to just do this for you? Oh yes, you should go out of your way and take your time and your money to make something for me. And no, I'm not gonna be paying you for it. Are you joking? Like the bloody entitlement. Are you serious? Choosing Beggars have the most guts out of anybody I've ever seen when it comes to what they'll ask people for. Actually, no, guts is the wrong word. Audacity is the right word. They'll ask about pretty much anything. It doesn't matter how ridiculous it is or how entitled and rude it sounds. I'm looking for someone to let me borrow their car for this weekend. Trade-off is I'll top it off with gas once I'm done and clean it. Needing to go to SC for a comic convention. Needing something from 2019 or newer, as it needs to be reliable because it's going to be a 500-mile round trip, and also something I'm not going to be embarrassed to drive. Also something you'd be cool with me and my partner smoking in would be ideal. Please message me ASAP if you fit my needs. Looking forward to hearing from you. Yeah, like this comment says, I'll never understand the embarrassed to drive thing from people who don't even own a car. Yeah, stop being so picky. Oh my god. And also, a car does not need to be newer than 2019 to make it reliable. That's not how that works, and sometimes newer cars are less reliable. But yeah, sounds like an amazing deal. I'm sure so many people are going to be lining up for this. I need someone to board our German Shepherd. We need someone who can help us board our German Shepherd for up to 6 months. We can only afford $100 a month, but we'll cover the food cost. He's a full bred and very sweet. We want to ensure that he'll have love attention and space and good care. Also pay upon pickup at end of boarding. He's about 7 months old or so. Lovely personality, but very hyper, and preferably a large backyard would be ideal. And a friend that he can play with. Please don't ask for any more money. We can only afford $100 a month in food. Well, don't expect anybody to do it then. Choosing Beggar wants a furnished place in downtown Nashville for $710. Hey yo, looking to move back to Nashville within the city limits. I moved up there last year to kick off my songwriting career with the country music industry. 2 months in and my finances all fell through and I was evicted for crap not in the lease agreement. Now, this is where y'all come in. I'm hoping to be back late May, mid-June. I'm looking for something furnished since I'm coming from Florida. Either a room or a sublet for no more than $710 a month, preferably 5 minutes from Music Row and 5 minutes from Broadway, or a short Uber ride to Percy Priest Lake so I can go fishing. I'm clean, reliable, trustworthy, and I know how to have a good time. If it's an apartment sublet, first floor please. I have horrible knees. Hopefully the place is alcohol and dog friendly. I'm working on my bartending certification, and I plan on fostering dogs at some point. Well, I hope y'all have something, and I hope everyone has a blessed Easter. Oh, and if you're musically inclined, it's a huge plus. Oh, and roommates are welcome, just no smokers or pot doers or drug doers. I'm also very pro law enforcement and pro military, and know that the acronym ACAB is an insult. If interested, drop a comment below. By the way, the $710 includes utilities. Wow, okay. Don't you think you might be asking for a little bit much? This comment. Who the hell Ubers to go fishing? Are they gonna take a smelly ass fish back in another Uber? Yeah, it really threw me off when they said that as well. Like, I don't know what the rent prices are like in Nashville, but this sounds straight up delusional, doesn't it? Choosing Beggar won't drink city water because unhealthy and gets aggressive with suggestions, ends up getting water from local library, which responds that its water isn't filtered either. Curious if there's anywhere to get free water. I'm tired of paying for water, and to be honest, I don't even have the money to go get water from the store. I can't necessarily afford a water purifier, and I know I can go get a breeder water filter thing, but I'm that broke I can't even do that. My son and I ran out of water. I have no money, and I'm curious if there's somewhere I could go and get some good water. I drink about a gallon of water a day, and I don't keep pop or really anything other than water, so my son and I are always hydrated. Anywho, if anyone knows of anywhere, I have a car today and some of tomorrow. Thanks, I typically fill up gallons at my friend's house because she has reversed osmosis water, but I can't get there today. So I'm confused. Why would you live in town and not have any water? Has it been shut off or so bad that you can't use it or anything? I won't drink the tap water here. I can literally smell the chlorine when I turn on the faucet, and I've been really careful about the water I put into my body lately. People suggest places to get free temporary bottled water before they find out that he has water but won't drink it because he only drinks healthy things. Dozens of commenters say that they've drank city water for years and decades without an issue. OP gets aggressive in his replies. Oh, another thing, but fast food right now is sometimes cheaper than going to the store. I don't know if you've seen the prices of groceries lately, but sometimes going to Little Caesars and grabbing a $10 pizza is cheaper than dinner ingredients at the store. Just saying. Please just be grateful you aren't struggling, but I am struggling. And you comment something like this. I'm not asking about water because my bill wasn't paid or whatever. I'm asking about it because I won't drink my tap water. I'm very conscious of the water I put into my body. And yeah, I'm broke and not in the best situation, but my son and I get by and we're always fed. Always have water, just not right now because I'm not going to so-and-so tomorrow. And I'm newer to the area, so I didn't know if there was a natural spring somewhere or something. Lol, see, I don't know why you would even comment something like this, not knowing anything about me or my son and our situation. My grandparents pay my phone bill because I help them out every week, and my son has a crappy phone from the Dollar General that costs $25, has a broken screen, and he can only use it in places that have Wi-Fi. And I have to have the internet at home because I don't know if you've noticed the service here, but it sucks. And there are tons of reasons I could go into about me needing a phone with internet, but I don't owe you those reasons. I don't have a water bill that's included in my rent, and the water here isn't drinkable, so I was just seeing if there was a natural spring that someone knew of. Lol, I can't even afford water right now. Do you really think I'm spending money on McDonald's or any fast food for that matter? You have well water. I wish I did, but I don't. You keep saying just my opinions, but opinions should be based on fact, and you base those opinions on 1, if we have cell phones, our water bill should be paid, which isn't even the problem. I have water, I just don't drink it. And 2, maybe I need to cut my internet bill. And 3, cut out fast food and junk food. All of this is harsh only because you made so many assumptions that simply aren't true. Think of that next time you go to comment on someone's post who's obviously suffering. The library has been kind enough to let me refill there at the water fountains as the water is filtered. Bring a small bottle to top off your gallon jugs. Also, it's not free, but definitely cheap is the refill station at ShopRite near the deli. How much is it at the library? That's really close to me, and I don't know if I can even afford the ShopRite water today. I've got a couple of dollars in change is all. The library is free, you just gotta fill them yourself. The fountains are near the bathroom. Oh, okay, I read that wrong. My bad, I'm gonna go there soon. Thank you for the idea, I really appreciate it. And the library comments, if people really need water, they should have access to their basic needs. However, it's still city water and not filtered in any way. Yeah, and I'm sure it's drinkable. Oh my god. Like, yeah, maybe worry about not drinking the city water when you can afford to not drink the city water. But for now, you'll be completely fine. I'm looking for a good breed kitten. Hi, anyone selling or giving away a nice breed kitten? I'm looking for something below the market price since I can't afford it. Possibly 300 or less. Bengals, Russian blue or British short hair. And the ones in the adoption centers are not the ones I'm interested in. Contact if you only pay on delivery. Scammers are around. I am not to be fooled. I've got everything I need for it. Leave your contact info if interested or email me. Yeah, the top comment, I got everything I need for it, except for the money to pay for vet bills. Yeah, and also every single other expense it's gonna be. But yeah, only the really nice expensive cats. Hey, can I share your post? Sure, thank you. And what about my working tip? If you want to give a little to support us, $5 or $10, you can Venmo, PayPal, Bitcoin or Cash at me. Yeah, well, you pay me for me to post your photos because you'll definitely be getting so much exposure. I'm desperate for someone who can take me to my Norman Housing re-exam appointment on Friday, September 22nd at 10 a.m. on so-and-so road. I also need to go by my bank, preferably on another day before that, to pick up the required last 3 bank statements. If I don't have anyone to take me, then the letter says they won't reschedule and that I'll lose my housing assistance. Then I'd need someone who can take me in. Plus, I need to go to my chiropractor's and exchange a wrong receipt to take. I also need more people who can and want to take me places. Like, I also need to go to natural grocers if you can take me. Do not smoke and are well, please message me on Messenger. Thank you. So do they not have any money? Or they want you to drive them around so they can go and buy stuff and take them to their appointments and stuff? What I don't understand is why would they ever think that somebody is going to want to do this? Yeah, like this comment says, so wait a second, I can do all of this for a stranger, not once, but several times and for free? Give me that contact information, please. Yeah, and also like this comment says, it sounds like one of those, I can't give you fuel money, so please don't ask. And I'm not taking a bus, ew, kind of people. But yeah, that's right, buses exist. They didn't specifically say they weren't going to pay someone to drive them, but I feel like they're definitely not going to. Yeah, that's so confusing. I don't know if this is the same one as before. Lady in a Facebook farm group wants free kittens, but they have to be very specific ones. Let's try this again. Going to be a touch more specific. I'm searching for 2 kittens. Yes, they must be kittens, preferably under 4 months of age. We'll wait for the right ones to be weaned too. If they're too young, I want my children to be able to bond with them, so kittens only. Must have 2, and I would prefer siblings or 2 that are raised together so they don't fight here. Would consider 3 maximum. If it's a group you don't want to split up. Must be polydactyl. Yes, I realize said trait is a genetic mutation. I have 0 desire to breed, will provide excellent care, and they'll be fixed as soon as they're of age and weight. Being polydactyl is simply a personal preference. I keep thinking pterodactyl, as they'll be pets and it's a trait I love. No need to comment if they're not polydactyl. I won't even consider them. Must be females though. I might consider a male with a female if siblings. Not 2 males only though. Bonus if they're long haired. Again, just a trait I personally enjoy and not a must. Color is not nearly as important. I'm a very responsible pet owner. These kittens will be for my children and I'll pay for all the vetting. No, I'm not going to pay an exorbitant amount of money for a kitten that's going to be a pet, as I'm not looking for some genetically tested, high-end, purebred, registered animal. I want a pet to care for and to love. Yes, I realize I could check local shelters. Most of my animals have been rescued, so no need to suggest such. However, since my search is pretty specific, I'd prefer to get from an individual who has a litter of kittens simply needing new homes. A lot of them ultimately end up in shelters, so I'm simply trying to rescue them now. If you made it this far, I'm willing to travel to so-and-so location, not a factor at all for me. I'll drive hours for what I'm wanting as I'm so particular, and have found some cuties, but none that were 2 kittens together, young, female, and polydactyl. Please comment with details and pictures if you have anything that fits the criteria that I'm after. Thank you. Yeah, like this comment says, I have 0 zero desire to breed. I don't believe you. Yeah, why else are they so specific about this? Yeah, I don't know. I suppose it's not that bad. Did they say they wanted them for free? Or just that they didn't want to pay too much or something? Like, it's super specific, but it's not that bad, is it? I'm not really sure if I'm allowed to post this on here, so delete if not allowed. But I'm looking for a babysitter that can come to my house. $20 a day for 3 days on the last week of the school holidays. This coming school holidays. Must be trustworthy and good with kids. Also must have at least a restricted driver license. Thanks in advance. Please feel free to contact me if you're interested. 79 comments and 17 likes. Yeah, these cheap babysitting ones are so scary. Like this comment says, you can either have cheap or trustworthy, not both. Yeah, and like the comment under it, $20 a day for access to my kids. Yeah, nah, not good. My friend's mad at me because I can't spend the whole day teaching her to drive for free. I offered my friend to practice driving with me for free. 2 hours, 2 times a week. I wanted to help her because she's a student and it's extremely expensive to take driving lessons here. About $75 for 45 minutes. After a week of doing it, she's now expecting me to drive with her a minimum of 7 hours a day. What? Because she said 2 hours is useless and not enough. I said no, and now she's mad and called me a crappy friend. How dare they? That's awful. Oh, you're such a bad friend because you won't spend 7 hours of your day with me every day. And they said minimum 7 hours. Like, how are they not joking? And also, is it going to be using your petrol or their petrol? What's wrong with people? Soap beggar. I think I finally have my own choosing beggar story. Maybe. I'm not honestly sure. Saturday, August 19th, I was at a craft fair selling my handmade craft soaps and lip balms and some jewelry. It was a ridiculously hot day. By the hottest part of the day, the temperature was like 97 and the feels like was 117. Anyway, as I said, I make and sell handmade soap. 4-ounce bars are $5 or $6 a bar. Price changes based on number of bars. I have a small handwritten sign next to my soap display that clearly says $6 a bar or 2 for $10. I say clearly because everyone who bought soap read the sign and knew exactly what it meant. This old lady, never seen her before. This is a show I go to often. Wanders up to me and goes, "Oh, $2 soap," and starts rummaging through my inventory, which is all very neatly stacked, so I don't know why she's rummaging. I correct her pricing mistake, and she scrunches up her face like I just spit in her mouth and ambles off. My husband, he helps at the craft fairs, and I were wondering all day if the lady was drunk or an idiot or what, so they were hoping you'd just go along with it or something. Like, oh yeah, $2 soap, right? No, okay. And yeah, them getting frustrated that they can't get it super cheap isn't gonna change anything. Choosing Beggar tries to get me to buy him a meal but isn't upfront about everything. I'm not sure if this counts as a Choosing Beggar story, but I thought I'd share it. For full context, I used to work as a delivery driver for an Amazon DSP. At the time, I had a route on the outskirts of downtown. Believe it or not, it was actually my favorite route. The load was about the size of a typical load, however, every single stop was either to a locker or a leasing office. Basically, that meant that I would dump a whole bunch of packages off to a single location and then be on my way. It usually took me a few hours to finish the route. Anyway, I had to deliver at a Whole Foods. That was often on my route since they had an Amazon hub locker. While I was there, this man was asking people if they could buy a meal for him and his son. Said that the son was not present. Eventually, he asked me. I don't normally do this sort of thing, but I figured that since I'd finished my route relatively fast, it wouldn't hurt to buy him something from the Whole Foods. I tell him that as soon as I finished my delivery, I told him that I was ready, and he said he needed his bike so that he could go to HEB. I thought we were going to get something at Whole Foods, and I didn't understand why he was asking people around there instead of the HEB that he wanted to shop at. I told him I couldn't go along with that as it was too far off my route. He then told me I could just give him the money he needed, and I truthfully told him that I don't carry cash on me when I'm delivering. He then told me that I could withdraw some from an ATM machine. By this point, I was already annoyed with the whole experience, and I ended up deciding not to get him anything. I was willing to get him something, but I wish he would have been more upfront about the specifics. Yeah, and fair enough as well. That's so frustrating. Like, yeah, all good then. Goodbye. Yeah, that's super frustrating because you're trying to do the right thing, but you also don't want to get taken advantage of either. The time I got yelled at by a literal beggar. Short story, I used to hang out at a music venue in a rough part of the city. Large homeless population, lots of drugs, so beggars were there every night. Didn't really bother anyone unless maybe they were from out of town. They were all pretty respectful. Regular beggars became almost friends with regular patrons. One night a guy comes around that I haven't seen before. He asked for some money and I decide to give him $1. He then starts screaming something along the lines of, "That's it? What the hell is wrong with you? I can't buy a beer with this." I was just dumbfounded. The bouncer told him to get get out of here and I don't remember seeing him again. Yeah, something tells me we're getting pretty close to reading something wholesome. It's been a frustrating episode so far, but it is every single time. When rando influencers ask me for free merch, I always propose my offer. They can buy what they want and I'll give them a coupon code for them to post. If the code is used at least 10 times in 30 days, I'll refund their entire purchase and the shipping. No one ever takes me up on it. Wow, that's so interesting. Yeah, because they know that they don't really have that much influence and they just want stuff for free. A lady wants me to drive an hour to deliver a $10 item. You have to love Facebook Marketplace. Yeah, oh my god, so much of the content on here is from Facebook. Pepper will ask anything on there. She's asked me twice to deliver to her. It's a corded phone for sale and it's $10. The ad clearly says pick up only. She's an hour round trip away. I said no, so she begged. Still no, lady. Yeah, and on that note, I feel like we should read something wholesome, guys. That's definitely enough choosing beggars. Like, it was a wonderful time and I hope you enjoyed. But that's enough for today. Well, this was the highlight of my day. Hey, if you're not gay, my friend thinks that you're cute. Here's her number. And if you are gay, here's mine. Aww, that's so cute. That must have been such a confidence booster. Like, what do you mean? You both think I'm cute? That's so sweet. Hey, are you okay? No. Do you want to talk? No. So they just sit with them. Oh yeah, that's so beautiful. Just keeping them company. No, I don't want to talk about it, but I appreciate you supporting me. Did you know that 1 in 3 people are ugly? I'm not ugly. Yeah, me neither. Well, must be 1 in 4. Aw, you're far too kind, Chad meme. I'm sad. Try adding for now. I'm sad for now. Yeah, that's so true, isn't it? And also, oh my god, my cat can talk? Amazing. I'm not sad anymore. I'm blown away. And once again, thank you for watching, everybody. I hope you had a wonderful time and I hope that wasn't too frustrating. And if you did have a good time and you want to see more Choosing Beggars, make sure you like and subscribe. And the comment of the day goes to Daily Dull Memes. Hearing about a guy running pizza under cold water makes me think we were too hard on the pineapple on pizza crowd. Yeah, tell me about it. That's off the unpopular opinion video. Some of those unpopular opinions were unbelievable. But yeah, running pizza under cold water to cool it down, never gonna be a fan of that. That was such a fun episode. And yeah, this was such a fun episode. Thank you for watching, guys. It means so much to me. I'm not sure yet what tomorrow's episode's gonna be, but I'm sure it'll be an adventure like it is every single day. And yeah, I'll see you then. And as always, make sure you look after yourself and make sure you have a beautiful, amazing rest of your day. And you know what I'm about to say because I say it every single day. Bye!